as we are DCL-less for today's what should have been more Fallout Fate, I immediately joked, fuck it, I'll just run MAID RPG. To which then Saban went, yeah, sure, do it. And now I am. That's pretty much the entirety of the planning that's gone into this. I spent 5 minutes quickly drawing a mansion layout. I picked a village, and we're going to be something possibly Fire Emblem-y. For those who have never seen MAID RPG before, it is ridiculous. It is like anime and it is over the top. They will be battling for the GM's affection by either doing a particularly good job or, more importantly, undermining the efforts of each other. That's the general basis for it. Everything that crops up is entirely randomized, including all of the maids. Up to this point, no one knows what anyone looks like, what anyone might act like, or any of that stuff, or what their origins are. There are even some special maid origins that aren't be the one who is chosen by the mistress/master. It is instead kill them. You know, things like I am secretly trying to assassinate the mistress or master. It is bound to get a bit silly. And so who wants to be the first to have their maid made?
Yes.
Alright, so, pets. The process for creating a maid is thankfully nice and bloody simple. Let us bring it up. We will do them step by step. Have your D6s ready, because that is, you know, pretty much all it takes. D6s. How delightful. Alright, so first, we must figure out what your attributes are. What you do is you will roll 2d6, and then divide the result by 3, rounding down. The attributes are athletics, affection, skill, cunning, luck, and will.
So roll 2d6?
Yep, so let's start with your athletics score. And these can't be picked and choose, they happen in order. Alright, so 5 divided by 3 and rounded down.
That's a 1.
Congratulations, you have a 1 in athletics. If you've got your sheet up here. Alright, that is your affection divided by 3 and rounded down. You have a 3 in affection. That's incredibly high. You should be able to see on your character sheet there's little boxes. It says 11 instead of 1.
You put 11 in athletics. There we go.
Okay. 1, 3. Alright, and next your skill. How good are you at your maidly duties?
That looks like a 2.
Yep. And your cunning. That's a 1. It's fine, you're going to get other things that are going to change your steps. Alright, your luck. How lucky are you? That's a 1. And your willpower. It's 2. Not bad. Honestly, having like at least a 3 is fine, and you might even end up with a 0 in something because that's the magic of how this is done. So next we're going to figure out your maid's type. These could be the Lolita, the sexy, the pure, the cool, the boyish, or the heroine. You will roll 1d6 twice. You get 2 maid types. They can be duplicates, and they will change your stats based on it. So, give me a d6. Your first maid type is Lolita.
Oh
you
boy.
Are childish and innocent, cute and sweet. Your luck goes up by 1, which becomes 2. Your athleticism goes down by 1. It becomes 2. And again, please. You are a sexy little Lolita, so as well as being childish, innocent, cute, and sweet, you are also charming and coquettish.
Oh god.
So you know how to be sexy, despite, you know, being small and adorable. Your cunning goes up by 1, which becomes 2. Your willpower goes down by 1, which becomes 1. Next is your maid colors. Roll 2d6. That will become a d66. 1 is the tens digit, 1 is the singles digit.
There's a D66 here.
I haven't used the auto roll on the sheet.
It's working all right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. 5 and 2. So you have navy clothes. And again, please. Wow. You have metallic eyes. And again.
Navy and metallic. I like this already.
And let's see here. 1 and 5. And brown hair. Not too bad. Now then. Next up is your special qualities. These are various physical, mental, or social traits that will distinguish you from the rest of the characters. By default, you get 2 special qualities, but if I'm feeling particularly mean, I can add on more. The question is, do you want it to be a 2 qualities game or a 4 qualities game? The more qualities that get played on, the more random shit you'll be able to do, or the more things you'll be expected to pretend to be.
Thoughts, guys?
I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Be more shiny, Winter. Be the shiniest shiny.
Yeah, do that.
Mhm.
All right, so
Sounds like 4.
all right, so everyone, you're going to be getting 4 special qualities when you're all developed, which is going to be great. So, roll me a D66, please. Fucking hell. So, you got a 5 and a 5. 55. Alright, so made special qualities. You have a dark past. There is something dark in your personal history.
It turns out it was a closet.
1d6, please.
1d6.
Yep. You have seen your parents die.
Whoa,
Oh boy.
Of laughter.
Alright. And
Nice.
D66. 54, fucking hell. Okay. 54.
No,
You
stop,
have also
Rand.
you've also had a tragic love.
Oh dear.
All right, 1d6, please.
No.
1d6. Separations. For some reason, love just never works out to you. At this point, you'd resigned yourself to your fate.
Poor, sad, lonely maid.
Yeah, love is a battlefield. All right, and 1d66. 1, 3. Aw, you're sickly. You've got an incurable disease. However, this does not adversely affect your attributes. So, basically you've been given a weapon to use against others. You can choose your own symptoms for this. What about you is
Cough.
sickly? The cough?
Literally
Sickly.
cancer.
Cough. Sickly.
Just be-
Double AIDS.
Just be the saddest character.
All right, and another D66, please. 54. Give me
this is
again.
all
You've already
one
had
character?
tragic love.
Oh, this is all one character.
Yep.
Yep.
This character has seen
Ha!
their parents
Elf
die.
is. You're an elf.
Oh
Oh
no.
god, you are now.
Congratulations.
I apologize for overthrowing the Alfoise. Your suffering was intended.
This character has seen their parents die, resigned themselves to a life without love, and is deathly sick. What a tragedy.
Not deathly, just incurably sick.
Incurably sick. This is a tragedy of a character.
This poor little elf.
Poor little elf.
Alright, so now we get to figure out what your maid roots and your stress explosion are. For those who aren't aware, there's no such thing as hit points, there's a thing as stress. And when you pass your capacity in stress, you will have a stress explosion, which is how you deal with being stressed. It also forces you, no matter what's going on at the table, to not be allowed to intervene in an incredible way in a scene, unless you have special abilities you can throw at it.
Okay,
They tend to be very strange. So let's go to the maid roots table. All right.
42.
42. You are a maid because you want the wages, and that's about it.
Oh,
You you do it for the money. Maybe to try and find a cure for your horrible, incurable
Yeah,
disease.
probably to find a cure for your terrible cough. All right. And 1d6 for your stress explosion.
1d6?
66.
Oh, okay.
61. You escape through religion, relentlessly praying to the heavens for protection. So when you get overly stressed, you run off to go and pray.
Oh god. You know what you should be? You shouldn't be a cop. You should just be anemic.
Just
Aw,
pray.
Like
triggered.
every anime character.
Just
Yep.
keep praying till you need.
All right.
No one-
and
See,
no
it
next
is
one-
up,
anemic
get
though,
out.
Kina.
Okay. Now we get to figure out your maid power. Usually, you would pick your highest attribute and roll 1d6 on the corresponding table. However, you are distinctly average in every way, so you can pick either affection, skill, cunning, or luck, and you get to roll a power. Also, by the way, if if the total of all of your attributes is 9 or less, you get to choose 2 maid powers as a balancing feature. You are you're at 10, so you don't get to. Unfortunate. All right. So yes, which power would you like?
Let's go skill.
Alrighty. So you would like a skill special power. Highest attribute is skill. 1d6, please. 1. Lockpicking. You can enter any room whenever you feel like it.
Yee. I will just show up unannounced always. You'll only know when I cough behind you.
That's awesome, and I love it. This works even when someone is using a power called World for Two, which is like you take stress, 1d6, you create a little world where you and another person exist for 5 minutes and no one else can intrude. Except for if you have lockpicking, so powers are very strange like that. I think that might be all of your maid. Your favor and your spirit. So your starting favor, this is how much the mistress already likes you, is equal to your affection score times by 2.
So 4.
Okay, so you have 4 favor. Let's see here. Starting favors. Oh, it's already automatically put it in. You can see starting favor 4 and starting spirit 10. Excellent. And now, do I want to give you guys weapons? You know what? Fuck it. Let's give you guys weapons. Let's quickly go down to that made weapons table and have you roll on it.
Give me a shotgun. You just got sarged.
I mean, it's a possibility. Alright, 1d66. 63. Psychic powers!
Yes!
Boing, boing, boing.
You can decide what the details are. So, however these manifest or work, like they could be telekinesis, mind reading, literally whatever you want. It says psychic powers, you just fucking go crazy. Think whatever you want.
Yay.
So there you go. This
You're
sickly little psychic elf that can get into any room.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
how I lockpick.
Nice. So there you go. Feel free to choose your name and age.
Hey, that
So
even
I
explains why your character's a fucking lolly, too. You're an elf. You're actually like
Yeah, so-
100, but you're just a baby. Little baby elf. Oh, God, this game.
Let's grab you an elf, I suppose.
Just put elf made into your token file.
That's
There's
a very good point. I
like
think there's
3 or
like
4.
blonde ones, though.
There's also a
see here.
drow one, which is even better.
There is, and you know what? It's got the brown hair, and I mean the eyes look kind of metallic. That'll work. Here you go.
Ooh, and they change from silver to gold when I'm using my psychic powers.
Dope.
But yes, I like that. That's a good token.
Maids in winter. There we go. All right, you
might want to
should have control of it. Excellent. So there you go. You are maids in winter. Pick one of those 5 rooms. That's where you live. That's your bedroom. All right, you're right in the middle. Excellent. All right, who's up next?
Me.
Okay then.
All
So
right.
I'm sure you've been watching as we go here. Wow, fuck, you were prepared. Jesus. Fuck me. All right.
So
now I
let's
have
see.
to figure out the order of all of your goddamn things.
Athletics 3, Affection 2, Skill 2, Cunning 1. Good, I'm a retard. Luck 3, Will 3, Type is 1 and 5, so that would be... Oh good,
Alright.
I'm a lolly as well.
You're a boyish lolly, though.
Oh no.
Are you a trap? Oh no.
I'm literally a trap. Okay. Here we
You're a goddamn
Let's do it.
Shoda. Get out of here.
My
You're
colors are... Let's see, it's...
A
1d6...
D66.
9. That doesn't help at all.
9. You rolled. Oh, you actually literally rolled 1d66 again and again.
Yes, I see this as a problem.
Yep.
Alright, let's try this again.
So, yeah. Effectively, this
None of these are numbers he couldn't have rolled anyway.
It's true, but the statistics were a little bit skewed as a result. All right, so
I'm red.
you're a red. Your clothing is red in theme. And again,
Alright. Let's see. Eyes are 65. That's metallic.
metallic
like.
as well. Yep. And your hair, fucking hell,
66.
transparent or rainbow.
Rainbow lolly!
You're a rainbow lolly.
lolly.
Alright, excellent. Okay, next up was your special qualities. You're going to be getting 4 of these, so let's see here. Oh, you've literally done D66.
Yeah,
each time,
hold
so
on. Let me
yes.
just edit my macro here so I can just try again. Yes, I see.
Need a good elf name.
Alfonso.
Elf was he?
Let's see. What was MAID power again? That's 1d6. Okay, so just 1d6. Curse my automation fetish. It failed me. Okay, there we go. That's saved for everybody else. And now for the rest of my retry here. So that's starting out with special qualities.
3 and 4. Alright, you're a vampire.
Cool, cool, cool.
Trap rainbow vampire.
I'm
You're
literally
a vampire with long fangs. Be sure to act vampiric.
just chew on
Bleh,
people.
bleh.
Symbol. You have some kind of special mark on your uniform or headdress.
Cool.
1d6, please.
Alright.
If it's fucking 1, I'll be delighted.
Yay!
It is fucking skulls! You were covered in skull symbols.
Amazing. I'm goth rainbow
You're a
lolly.
fucking goth rainbow lolly. Alright, next up we got 24. Actually a guy! Oh my god, you did it!
actually are a trap.
Actually a trap. Well done. You're actually a guy. Or possibly a hermaphrodite, but I like the idea more that you're a vampire.
No, we're vampire Showdown boy.
God
I see.
damn it.
This is the best game ever. 10 out of 10.
Alright, excellent. And last up, 43. You're a delinquent. Something about you is very delinquent. 1d6, please.
The fuck does that even mean? 2.
You have tattoos! Somewhere on your body, or maybe even all over it, you have a tattoo.
Of skulls.
Skulls.
What if I have a skull mask tattoo? That's just my face. I look like the guy from Ghost.
So, Anna?
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. You're a delinquent with a skull mask tattoo. Alright, let's figure out your roots.
Oh boy. Alright. 3 and 1. 31.
Oh, okay, here we go. 31. You're a hereditary maid, so you were a family that was born into this you were born into a family that has served the mansion for generations. However, you're a vampire, so you are all of your generations.
So Trappy showed Dracula from Alucard from Helsing?
I'm literally that. Yes, that is what I am.
Alright.
Cool.
You're dressed in red.
Hold on, I can get a picture of that real quick.
Oh, you totally can.
Mm-hmm. And
All
can
right,
I?
Let's see here. Your maid power. You've got a 3, but it's luck or will. Which would you like it to be in?
Obviously will. Hopefully that includes mind control, because that's what I want.
All right, let's see here. Your highest attribute is your will, and you got 3 in it. Persistence. Whenever you take stress, automatically reduced by 1 point.
Okay.
Honestly, that's very convenient, because if you hit your stress explosion, it makes you temporarily useless. Oh, I missed your stress explosion. Speaking of, let's see here. Your stress explosion is 41. Seclusion. You go into your room and won't come out, not even for food.
You mean I go into my coffin?
You would just refuse to come out of your coffin.
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay. And your maid weapon. 16. Hand-to-hand combat.
I punch directly through people.
Yep.
Vampire CQC.
Oh, God.
Fucking vampire CQC. Alright, there you go. And that is you.
I mean, clearly we're going right to left, so it's me, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. I swear to God, if I'm a lolly, I'm quitting.
You got a
save
you got
it. Is
a 2 in 6 chance
Is
of it.
your
Somehow
automation
everyone
thing
is
fixed?
lollies.
It should be, yes.
Alright, I'm going to use Saban's automation.
Go for it.
And I should probably open up a notepad so I can keep track of what I am.
You have
Okay.
a
A character sheet.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yep. It'll even do rolls
Oh, yeah.
and stuff. Okay, so you have 2 athletics, 3 affection, 2 skill, 2 cunning, 1 luck, and 1 will. Oh goodness, Saban, we did not edit your stats for how they were adversely affected by your maid type.
Oh, boy.
Let's see here. Maid Vin. Loli, you gained 1 luck and lost in athletics.
Alright, so...
And Boyish, you gained an athletics and lost a skill.
Alright, so...
Oh, you can't have will as your power anymore, as your maid power, 'cause luck is your primary attribute.
Well, alright.
So let's see what luck 3 is. Highest attribute is luck. Teleport.
I turn into mist and just
Amazing.
float away.
Teleport. You can go anywhere in the mansion basically instantly.
You just turn into a cloud of bats, disappear, and appear in a cloud of bats somewhere else.
Alright,
Pretty much,
so,
yeah.
Your maid type. Would you like to roll a d6 because you have indeed ended up with being with having another sexy loli? Indeed, roll them both again.
Oh, you
So
poor
we
baby.
don't double, so don't like fucking triple down on lolis.
Okay, are you talking to me?
Yeah, 2d6 please.
Wait, I got lol. God damn it!
You got sexy lolly just like fucking.
Oh my god,
Pets.
everyone is lollies.
Our mistress is a
Fucking
pedo.
angry.
That's... It's...
I am angry beyond belief. What do I roll to get out of this?
2d6 please. Let's see here. All right, 5 and 3. You are boyish and pure.
Oh, okay. I'll do
Trappy,
it.
but more adult.
Now, this is obviously means that since everyone else is a tiny lolly, you're like jacked as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go with that. I'm just Kurt. What's his name? Major Armstrong. Whatever. I'm that, but incorruptible, pure.
And a maid.
So Sakura from Danganronpa.
I don't know what that is.
I will show you.
Go away,
No, you won't.
Saban, you have control of a token. Feel free to pick a room.
Alright. Obviously, it's room number 1 because I've been here the longest.
Possibly. No, we haven't gotten to the end of this yet. Alright. So let's see here. Boyish and pure. So being boyish increased your athletics by 1, and your skill went down by 1. And being pure, your affection went up by 1. Oh, jeez, you got 4 affection. Jeez. And your cunning went down by 1. So you literally all you have is 3 athletics, 4 affection. The rest is straight 1s.
Yeah, I told you guys I was actually expecting all zeros. This is better than I thought would happen.
You'd gotten 2 powers if it were all 0s. Alright, and now your maid roots. And wait, no, special qualities even. So, first up we have... Oh no, colours. 24, or 2-4. You have sky-coloured clothing. Interesting.
Are you adding these in or am I?
I'm putting them in, it's okay.
Okay.
You have grey eyes.
Oh my god, that picture, pets. Jesus
You're
Christ, how
You're
horrifying.
like a fucking cloud, aren't you? And 3-2, you have green hair. Oh my god, you're like a fucking... you're like someone... You're like inverse sky. You've got the sky, you've got the clouds, and then you've got the grass. But, you know, just sort of a bit blended.
I'm clearly like a sea breeze.
Yep.
Like an ocean spray, guys. I am so pure.
Alright. Now, yes, your special qualities. 65. You have a magical power.
Ooh.
Roll me
Magical girl
1d6.
boys, go.
1d6, please. There's some hilarious shit. You are a fortune teller. You can predict the future.
Yay.
Alright. And your next one is 25. 25. You have an overactive imagination. You frequently get caught up in your own imaginary world, or else tend to daydream a lot.
Too real.
Next up, 43. You're also a delinquent. Roll me a d6. Let's see if you're part of the fucking Skull Clan. Six. You speak like a gangster,
Oh my
Be it
god.
be it mafioso or street ganger.
God, I wish
Can-
DCL was here for that and had rolled that.
Can
1920s.
Can I play as a California drug dealer then? I can
Yes.
do that. I never sold weed for money, no.
Excellent.
Hey, look, another self-insert. Yay.
And 32. You're a fucking Nekomimi.
What?
Oh my god.
This tends to
I'm a
vary.
cat.
This varies a bit depending on the setting, but you are a cat girl with ears and possibly tail of a cat.
So
You're a cat girl maid.
boy.
Sorry, cat. Well, if you would like to be a boy,
Wait, no,
What,
that's
You're
something you have to roll
boyish,
for.
So you're more like an Amazon, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, boyish doesn't
Okay.
automatically mean that. It was just so fucking hilarious that then Saban got the quality actually a boy.
Oh, okay then. Sure, yeah. I'll be Amazonian former drug dealer that tells you fortune. I've got this, guys. Can all the fortunes come out of fortune cookie?
Yeah, if you want to have like an endless supply of fortune cookies full of fortunes, I'm so okay with this. Let's see if we can find you a green-haired cat
Excellent.
girl. And then that will be you. Oh, here we go.
All right. Now that that's done, I gotta grab all the beers out of the fridge before they freeze.
All right, we will move on to your roots and stuff after that then.
Okay. Oh no, we can go ahead and do that now.
Okay. That was just very easy to do your bits and pieces there. So yes, you are a Nekomimi. Congratulations. All right. So your maid roots. Self-punishment. In order to punish yourself for your experience or sins, you've taken up the job of a maid. So I'm going to say you got caught dealing drugs. This is how you're getting over it.
Community service.
There we go.
Wait, what were the roots?
the roots was self-punishment. In order to be punished for inexperience or sins, you've taken up the job of maid. So we're gonna obviously Stray was caught selling weed.
I thought that was stress.
Nope. The stress explosion is 32, which is mischief. You start playing troublesome tricks on the master and other maids.
You literally sell drugs.
So you mean I shouldn't be trusted around the brownie batter?
No, you should not. That's awesome. All right, and next you have an affection maid power in slot 2. Maid power, affection. You can do the world for 2 by taking 1d6 stress. You can create a world for you and one other person, where for 5 minutes no one else can intrude. And you have the lockpicker in this. Amazing. Yeah.
I can create a world by throwing a bunch of drugs in your face. We're going on an adventure.
But I'm there too.
Yeah, you can just lockpick into it at any time, unless you're the one pulled into world for 2.
So you're going to lockpick in my peyote fever dream?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got psychic powers like that.
Oh my god, you're also psychic, so it's fucking perfect. I like how this game does this. Just figure it out. It'll work.
Did you write this shit down for me already?
Yep.
Or...
Yep, it's being written down for you. And let's see here. Your maid weapon is 25. Bazooka.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god,
what?
yes.
Bazooka. When a fight breaks out, you pull out a big-ass bazooka.
I am 100% in favor of this. Yeah, I'm good. We did it, guys.
You have a token, pick a bedroom.
I zoomed out. Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Randall.
Am I the...
You should be able to control that.
elf
Yep.
thing? Okay, this is me. Alright, I'm down here now.
Cool.
Now I'm gonna go grab beer.
Alright, excellent. And then it's Mars.
Yo.
Alright.
If you don't mind, I'll do things individually.
Sure.
Um.
Alright, 2d6 please. Athletics.
It worked for me.
Okay. Oh, goodness. That's me clicking back on Roll20 like an idiot. Oop. Okay. Maid's Indy, open. Okay.
I can do this as myself. You don't have to fill my stuff in for
I
me.
know, I'm just watching as it goes. Okay. So yes, you
You're in
have
sexy.
athletics of 2.
Oh wait, no, that's for that.
And affection of... Oh my. Would you like to guess what 2 divided by 3 is?
0.
I know what it is.
And you round down. You have 0 affection.
Oh,
You have fucking 3 skill.
everybody
2
hates you.
cunning, 2 luck. 2 will. So wow, you are not very good at garnering affection. At least that's not how it started. And now for your maid type. 1d6 please. 6. You're a heroine. You gain 1 will and lose 1 luck.
So we now have the hero of the story.
Mm-hmm. And another d6 please. You're sexy. You're a sexy heroine. Cunning goes up by 1, will goes down by 1. Interesting. Okay then. And now your colors. Give me a 2d6 please. 3 and a 1. You have orange clothes. Amazing.
Okay.
And again. 8, 5, and 3. You have beige eyes.
Oh god, how awful.
That's dreadful.
And 2d6. I did once get like the fucking beige nightmare. It was kind of amazing. 1 and 3. And orange hair. You are a fucking orange. Congratulations on your oranginess.
I clash so much.
Yep. All right, and now
What was
you're
the hair color?
orange clothing, orange hair, and beige eyes.
No wonder nobody likes to look at me.
Yeah, your
Oh.
affection is just low because you're automatically eye burny. All right,
Poor thing.
made special qualities. 2d6, please. 33. You are an android or a gynoid.
Oh,
Why did no
Nice.
one fix her eyes?
You fucking need a reboot. You are not human, but rather a human-looking robot. Parts of your body are obviously artificial. So, what's the most artificial part about you?
Her eyes.
but bright beige eyes. Yes.
Okay, all right. So your obvious android feature is your eyes. You want to just write that down in there as well?
Where do I put that? Special qualities as well?
Just put it. Yeah, just put it next to android. Just write in eyes, just for reference. Awesome. And 2d6, please. Let's see here. 34. You're gonna have to roll again because you can't be an android vampire. That doesn't work.
Aww.
What the
sure?
fuck? You know what? You're an android vampire.
Yes. Wait. What if I built her?
All right. You know what? That might be the case, but we'll see how the maid routes tell the story. But yes, you are also a vampire as well as being an android.
You're a blood collection unit.
Yep. And again, please. 21. You have dark skin. Your skin is a dark brown, be it natural or tanned. So you are a
chocolate orange.
You're a chocolate orange, correct? Now I really want to. Can your name just be Terry? All right, and 2d6, please. 45. You have a special hairstyle.
Oh no.
Yeah, you do.
1d6.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was really worried it was going to end up as vampire again.
Yep. No. Okay, so you have classic hair hanging down, so it is always concealing one of your eyes.
Cute.
Yep. So you've only got one creepy beige eye always showing. Your creator was a very mean person. Alright. Next up, the etc. portion. So your maid roots and stress explosion, please. 2d6. Let's see here. 44 on the roots. You're an infiltrator. You're the member of an organization opposed to the master. You've been sent to spy on or even possibly assassinate them.
Oh my.
And again, please. What happens when you get stressed? 5 and 5. You binge. You go crazy eating, which is horrifying. You're a vampire.
No.
Your stress explosion is to binge eat.
Oh no. You stay away from my neck.
Oh boy. This is going deep off the deep end. Alright, and your maid power. Your highest attribute is your skill or cunning. Pick one of those and roll a d6.
Let's go with cunning, since I'm an infiltrator.
That seems like a good idea. Alright, let's see here. Your highest attribute is cunning. 6, mockery. When someone is taking stress damage, you can mock them and cause them to gain an additional 2 stress points, but you must roleplay it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Such a mean lady.
You're a mean lady. Alright. Your favor is in there, neutral spirit. Alright, D66, let's figure out your weapon.
Yes! 66!
Wow. A religious symbol.
symbol.
Oh
That's
my god, and one of the
very
people is a
brilliant.
vampire. And you're a vampire. What the fuck? You can use a cross, prayer wheel, paper charm, or other seemingly harmless religious symbol to deliver attacks. What religious symbol is it?
Okay,
There's a box
fucking
for
Van
weapons.
Helsing.
Jesus. You are
use
a
a
vampire robot. You're a
Orange.
vampire robot vampire slaying chocolate orange.
Either use a
What the
rosary
fuck?
as a garrote. Either use a rosary as a garrote, or have a voodoo doll, but you just hold it in your hand and beat people to death with it.
These are
We get to
both
find out what
fantastic
I am
ideas.
next as the
Would it be
mistress.
okay if it was an upside down cross?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
as long as it's
that's
a
still-
religious symbol. Everything is fine.
That is a religious symbol. It's St. Peter's cross.
What about a pentagram?
Yep. As long as you believe in it as a religious symbol, it is religious.
Metal.
I will go with the initial suggestion of a rosary.
A garrote rosary? That's pretty good.
Alright. Congratulations on your rosary garrote. And then you can go with your name and age. I will try and find an orange-haired maid girl to be a token. It might be doable. You never know.
I mean, you could just do anthropomorphic pumpkin.
Alright, I've picked name and age. Terry Van Helsing is a 19-year-old maid.
Oh my god.
Terry Van Helsing. Oh my god. If you would like to go hunting for a picture to tokenify or to token yourself, do so. Send it to me, and then I will put you in.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
Okay, in the meantime, let's figure out what the mistress is. I've never actually rolled for what the mistress is, so... Mistress
Hey,
of
guys.
the house.
Yes.
My name is Mary Jane now.
Yay.
Of course it is.
I am Eleanor Arquette.
I'm Alucard. What's up?
Nice, nice.
Al Ucard.
No, it's you guys just know her as Carda.
56. Alright, so... Let's see here. The master. So we have my... I'm a recluse of 26. And now we need my special qualities. Shall I go with 4 separate special qualities as well? Or shall I go
Yes.
with the primary 2? Alright.
If we have 4, you have 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's a little bit more scrolling for me now. A bit further off. Okay. So, I am 24. I'm actually a guy, so the mistress is actually a guy.
Excellent.
So a master.
Yep. Sweet. I shall. Oh my god, you've actually found a fucking Terry's chocolate orange ever made.
Yep.
Wow, look at
I'll
that.
be damned. I will be damned. Alright.
Well played.
Never doubt my
Wow.
Google foo.
That
Wow.
actually looks really good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cute as fuck, actually. It's even a kind of beige eyes, more reddish brown, but it's...
Yeah,
Good
it's
enough.
close enough. It's better than I could have expected.
Yeah.
I got 24 again, so I'm going to have to reroll, because I can't be actually a guy, actually a guy.
Wait, doesn't that just mean you're a guy with an enormous dick?
Eh.
Like,
Oh
it's
my
not
God,
just, like...
So I've also managed to get delinquent and symbol.
Alright, cool. So we're all part of a gang.
And I've also had a tragic love.
Oh.
Alright, so let's go with... Alright, so my symbol is... Where is it gone? I can't see it. I've lost the page. Where did you go? There it is. Okay. So I have a star symbol. I have a bad expression. I always look angry or always about to kick ass at every moment.
So, some of my characters.
Yep. And 2. Oh, my tragic love. My lover died! Oh, I'm reclusive
no.
because my lover died.
And then turned into a vampire.
Oh, no, you wish.
Oh.
That's making life too easy. Then again, did you have a high starting affection? Because who knows?
Let's see, what is my affection? No, it's only a 2, alas.
No, then that is not the case. Alright, so I have a power source. Roll 2d6 to determine the source of the master's power.
I assumed you were doing it.
Oh my god. There's actually an extra list for character types. Holy shit. Oh, here we go. So this is a thing that is stand out about me, like a thing that I do. Let's give it a go. Let's see here. I like glasses.
Wow.
I wear glasses. I'm a glasses nerd. Can't use contact lens.
Alright,
So I have massive
Integra.
glasses.
You are just actually Integra now.
Yeah, massive glasses. That's that's the quirk about my character that they will continually harp on. It could have been things like being an otaku, being a fucking sadist, or a cross-dresser, or shy. Any of that shit. Nope. I wear glasses. So I roll on the... Let's see here. Roll 3d6 and table below to determine the source of the master's power. Alright.
More psychic powers.
And this is just a thing on 1 to 12. I don't have any... I seemingly do not have any power at all. During the game, you can roll 2d6 and replace none with a different power source. But this is a creation, so nah. 8. Political power. I'm the leader of an organization. I have the power to command people.
So the gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I lead an organization. I'm gonna
Which
put
means-
organization in big old air quotes.
Mersey's an agent from a rival gang.
A rival gang.
Oh, fuck.
Alright. And let's see what the replacement for none is. And I'm respected by all. I might be a great hero or an enemy of all things evil. I guess I'm going to be a baddie. I'm a popular baddie. So I lead an organization I'm renowned for being evil. But you know, that's just how it do.
So Van Helsing is the good guy here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, so let's find out my
So much.
my eyes and hair.
Can we just play this instead of Borks tomorrow?
No, please, I have so many things to do.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my goodness me. This game is ridiculous. Like, we literally haven't started, but I feel like this is just the best part of the whole fucking game.
It really is.
We're having fun.
Alright, so I've got purple eyes. And
What the fuck?
my hair is... grey. Purple eyes and grey
Integra.
hair. Fucking, you want to find me some art?
Yes, yes I do. Oh.
And now we find out what my favorite maid type is. This is someone I will have a natural proclivity to just going to first for things. That doesn't mean they
Clearly
get extra
lollies.
affection or any of that, but yeah, if it turns out to be lollies, then, you know, such is life in the zone. It isn't. I like cool people. I don't think there's a single cool person in the group, is there? So I am constantly disappointed by all of my maids because none of you are cool.
Aw.
Bro, I'll have you know that I'm the coolest person in this mansion. How dare you? For God's sake, stop smoking all the weed. You tiny, tiny little thing.
I don't smoke. This is just my cough.
Here, have weed. It'll clear it up.
It'll fix you up. I know it'll fix your weed cough. It's more weed. Now I will bung in those 2 tokens. Right, just get those together. There's Terry Chocolate Orange. Do 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 do. Small PG. It's Cindy. Okay. Okay. And then the rival gang isn't the Catholic Church. It is. That's why we get garroted with the rosaries, I suppose.
Oh my god. You're a vampire robot from the Catholic Church.
A vampire robot from the Catholic Church. I love it.
This game.
Don't worry. The papal car has nothing on bazookas. I looked it up once.
It's true, the papal car is not... the Pope Mobile does not resist bazooka fire.
You'd be surprised.
I updated my maid routes. Instead of from a rival gang, it is now from the Catholic Church.
Amazing. Just amazing. Mates Andy. Save. Alright, you should have control of that token. Feel free to move it as you please. Excellent. And I should have a token to move as I please. Oh no, apparently I also need attributes, so I could be shit useless myself. What a delight. Let's see here. Do I get any special bonuses to my rolls, or am I just as mooktacular as everyone else here?
I just found out that the GM is officially called the Master or Mistress in this game.
My 2d6s are rolled divided by 4.
Ow, that's brutal.
Wow.
Rounded down.
Why though?
Enjoy your zeros and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not meant to be strong. 2,
That's what your maids are for.
1, 0, 1. Okay, so I mean, I have 1 athletics, 2 affection, 2 skill, 1 cunning, 0 luck, and 1 will. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 points. That means I could grab an extra power. I don't get maid powers, though. I get master powers. Let's see here. Oh no. No, I don't get special abilities for my being weak and shitty. That's fine. But my will is always 20. Oh, my will is always set to 2, so that I have 20 spirit. Okay, so no matter what, my spirit gets... My will is set to 2, no matter how it rolls. And yes, obviously I'm going to be named Integra. That's just how that goes.
Yes.
Saban's happy.
I am elated by everything that is happening in this game. This is not even the first time I've played Alucard in a role-playing game, not gonna lie.
We'll have to know the
Okay, then.
circumstances on that one.
Well, last time was not in MAID RPG, so...
I figured, but
Yeah, it's quite likely. Incredible.
I'll just go grab a drink. I feel like I should grab a much larger one this time.
Yeah, go for it.
I recommend hard liquor.
Yeah, you should always lick her hard.
I mean, later.
Let's see, yeah. There are a lot of strange things. At some point, I might steal one of the scenarios already built into it because they've got great names, like Maids Take the Stage, Treasure Hunt, Rise of the Demon King, Operation Love Academy, Maid Board Game, The Maiden Rangers of Love and Justice.
Maid Rangers of Love and Justice.
It's pretty great, The Maid Rangers of Love and Justice. I need to look into what that is. I might pick that out just to run at some point when I'm too drunk to improv. Which I don't think has happened to me before. There's really no such thing as too drunk to improv, is there? Poor DCL missed out on his chance to be a maid. Well, I mean, could have insulted Snake, but no.
Warten Sie. How you say? Do not shoot the messenger.
Look at his chance of the
The
time.
return of the Y-boner with
Yeah.
a vengeance.
How did he
Now I
get
can
in here?
close
We had
that.
over a dozen guards.
Those were ours? I mean, oh my god, how did he get through the guards?
Excellent. Made in 2017. Yep. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's things that usually as a DM you would want to prepare for it, like what kind of events are going to crop up. I'm going to be hitting a table at random instead, because that's great.
God damn
Let's see
it.
here. There is
I wanna
going to be
make
a
a-
random events table, I believe.
I want to make a reference here, but I'm fairly certain no one's been made to watch Blue Mountain State, so they had no idea what I'm talking about when I'm saying the briefcase full of drugs and the ayahuasca drug trip we're all about to take.
Yep, don't know that one.
Fuck. Terrible
Is that
show,
something
but
that-
one of my buddies was really into it.
Never mind.
All right. So
Basically,
yes,
I-
at points,
oh, sorry.
there's going to be at points there are going to be random events. They're effectively going to be your challenges as you attempt to do day-to-day shit. And there is some ridiculous shit in there. I will use the sci-fi examples just so that, because you won't know that they won't come up then. Like, space missionaries come to the mountain. There's an encounter with space pirates. Smugglers doing business. Space slavers with high prices for maids.
Oh no.
Oh no!
The ship encounters a minefield from the Great Galactic War. All sorts of shit like that. Space ninjas attack is one. With exclamation marks and everything.
I found the clip.
Welcome back.
So I found the clip. So basically, what I'm asking Skow, I know you can't open YouTube videos during it,
I'm
but
not streaming right now.
basically,
It's
yes.
7 News.
Oh, you aren't, yeah. Just look for the part where he just opens up a briefcase full of drugs, and I want to have that, but it's also half full of fortune cookies.
Okay.
It's only a minute long.
Need
So.
fortune cookies.
Some 240 quality shit.
Then
Yeah, just go
Hold on.
like halfway through.
Who is it?
Yeah, well, it's a bad
Oh,
rip.
you
What?
know.
What? Can you,
That is quite the briefcase.
I want that, but full of various drugs.
Sure.
Cool. Let's do this.
I want that, but full of various drugs.
Well,
that
it is full
goes
of. Well,
That-
it
that
is full
goes out of
various
context.
drugs, that's the entire point. Let's do this.
Yep. Okay then. So, welcome everyone to MAID RPG now that we are up and started. You are on the border of the Laguz village of Talaria. In 2 nights there's going to be a full moon, at which point the mistress of the house must get married. If not, she will lose her land and titles and be married off to the east, where the soldiers will wear red hats.
Goddamn communists.
Exactly.
so my goal is to prevent her from getting married because I'm an infiltrator, right?
Correct. In order to pick their favorite, they'll be judging maids very closely over the course of 2 days. These are broken up into 3 stages of the day, the morning, the afternoon, the evening, and it will happen twice, throughout which random events will occur, just as and when they become appropriate.
So this is her picking which of her maids she's going to marry, basically.
Correct. However, it will be the reality is all of you want to be picked, but for your own various whatever reasons. You know of your mistress as, she's a big deal. She hasn't got a great reputation outside of her village because of all those war crimes she did. Not great, but, a nice enough person. However, she's always, pretty much on the back foot because she just looks like a fucking ass-kicking machine. Usually you don't see much of the mistress from day to day, more content to just sort of pass through time and sit around in her room or read books in the living room. But she comes to you all, and she did come to you all in the previous night and inform you. My lovely dearest maids, first of all, I would like to thank you for your years and years of service. However, there's going to be a change. And for that change to go through without me being supplanted to a rebelling country and used for all manner of unpleasant things, I need to marry. I need to marry one of you in particular. And so it's down to you all to do your very best to impress me, because the maid most appropriate for capturing my heart will be the one that I marry in 2 days hence. And now, I will see you all in the morning. And after that speech, you're all left to your own devices, and the night ends peacefully as you all plot and menace and plunder. And then morning rises. Who's the first to wake up, and when do you wake up in the morning?
Oh shit!
Oh, definitely not me. Too bad, DCL. It's over. We're playing MAID RPG now.
No! I forgot today was the game day!
Yep.
Too bad. We're playing a Duna game now.
Can DCL join May RPG then?
Nope,
Too late.
Too late, I'm afraid.
See you in 2 weeks, nerd.
Sorry, DCL.
Yep.
We
Good
did
things in the warnings, but
we did keep trying to get a hold of you.
Stick around and listen in, though.
yeah,
The
you're in for a
Catholic
nightmare.
Church is trying to murder Integra.
Helsing.
Yeah. We did wait for 40 minutes, bro.
I was asleep.
You actually managed to turn up exactly as we also finished everyone's character generation as well. Otherwise, you might have just had a chance to jump into this late.
Character generation for what?
We
Maid
did
RPG.
literally
Oh, so I don't
just
even-
finish the last character. Shall we just let him make
Ewan,
one?
would you like to be a maid, DCL?
No.
It's an anime game, DCL.
I mean, instead of holding people up, I'm just gonna go do shopping or something.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Also, that picture of the buff dude is really terrifying. Sakura. Fucking hell.
That's actually a woman.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
Yup.
that's a nightmare. It's a nightmare given human form.
Even worse is that she's actually a pretty decent character.
Yep, doesn't change it being a nightmare.
You know.
Regardless, morning arises. Sunlight begins to filter up. It's, a relatively peaceful, warm summer. The weather has been good to you all. Due to the number of vampires within the mansion, it usually tends to be that the curtains are drawn. But still, you're all aware. Some kind of rooster in the background does his little morning cacaws. You're aware, however, that the mistress does not tend to get up in the morning without some measure of assistance.
I'm still asleep after all those drugs.
Okay.
I mixed a cocktail of peyote, cocaine, and amphetamines.
Alright, excellent.
I will put in a great and heroic effort and try to wake up as early as I can.
Ah, okay then. So you would like to, in particular, try and beat other people to it. So, does anyone want to contest being the first to wake up this morning?
Yeah, I will, just because Alucard probably didn't go to sleep last night. He was too busy murdering all of the other maids who are NPCs.
Of course. Can the both of you please give me an athletics test? Should be clickable in your little attribute sheet.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. So as you can see there, the way that stats are operative in this game is that you roll a dice and then the number that your attribute is as actually a multiplier. It's not an additive. So now you see that the difference between 3 and 1 is night and day. With a 1, you can only ever get a 6. With a 3, obviously a decent amount more in the realm of 18. But yes, okay. So, Terry, you attempt to wake up as early as possible, but it is with a sigh that you realize that you have already been beaten to it. So, what do you do, Saven? It is the morning. The mistress is yet to wake up, but breakfast is usually expected when she does.
Let's see. So after having murdered all of the other maids,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we will obviously, dress our absolute best, just to the T's, then make a sumptuous breakfast to be served in bed, naturally, on her, the day before her very special day. Have to get her moving in just the right ways, because I've been around the longest. I know just what she likes, when she likes it.
Ah, so you think you want to make her favorite. Now,
Yes.
there are generally multiple ways to approach a situation. You actually described two possible roles you could do.
Kill
Skill
everybody.
No. Skill would be you're cooking it to the best of your abilities, whereas
Okay.
cunning would be things you know about the mistress. What does she want to eat the most? And you pick one of those.
Well, those are both one, so... Is there, any form of inspiration or something, or...
No.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the game is hard, and if you try your best and it's not good enough, instead you just fuck with the others to bring down their score.
Fair enough. Alright. 4.
Alright, so you begin creating a sumptuous breakfast in the kitchen. The result is a 4. What do you make then? What do you think the mistress likes the most? Is it fruits? Is it sweets? Is it meats?
Is it blood?
Yes, it's
blood.
very, very rare, almost bloody breakfast meats.
Alright.
And some eggs that might have been fertilized. Maybe just a little bit. Because that's what Alucard would eat, so obviously that's what the mistress likes. He's been telling
Of
himself
course.
for 50 years.
Of course. Breakfast. So, alright. You would have gotten partway into cooking breakfast before Terry is able to wake up and get moving. Terry, as you arise from your bed, you, as I say before, realize with a groan that you've been beaten to it at least by one individual in the house. Of course, they're going to be cooking breakfast, and there are plenty of things you could do to try and capture the mistress's attention this morning. You could likewise try to cook and do a better job. You could try to sabotage this other person's cooking attempts. You could do
I have a
cleaning
better
or other
idea.
maidly duties. Go ahead.
I am going to engage routine mistress's favorite.exe and routine sabotage.exe and routine trapdoorwire.exe. Combine all three of those and try to find out which of the other maids a mistress likes most and set some sort of embarrassing trap right outside their door.
Okay. Absolutely give me a cunning test. Alright. So that is a very good roll. You know that the mistress has always liked cool types, which, sadly, none of you really are. And let us quickly check here and see who has the most default affection, or the most starting favor. So, 4 on Eleanor, 4 on Girly Card, 0 on you, and 8 on Mary Jane.
The other gang member.
The other gang member, I suppose. Yes, the drug-dealing gang member, for whatever reason, appears to have most recently curried the mistress's favor. What
Hey,
kind
man.
of trap are you going to be putting up?
I can make awesome munchies.
Do I know the mistress's favorite colors and least favorite colors?
She does not have favorites, so much as you're aware. She herself has purple eyes and grey hair, but dresses in whatever she feels appropriate after being dressed by one of the maids.
Alright then. I will head to the bathroom and grab a large bucket full of soap suds and position it above Mary Jane's door so that when she comes out, it will fall on her.
Let us see here. That certainly sounds like another cunning action. If you would like to roll that again, that will be what has to be beaten. 3. So
Of course.
you have set up a bucket trap outside the bedroom of Mary Jane.
Way to be the bum.
How dare you?
Yes. Mary Jane has a trap outside her room, and that is what you spend your morning putting together. Who is the next to awaken?
I think it might be me.
All right, then. So you wake up. It is probably quite quiet in your little corner of the room. What do? You know that it is the morning, and it's quite early, and the mistress isn't up yet. Some maids are already hustling and bustling.
I'm gonna see what needs tidying up this morning.
Okay, then. Can you give me a luck test, please, first of all? And also someone who's breathing on their mic. Fucking A. Alright, then. So, you step outside and notice immediately that a trap has been set for one of the other maids. Just by happenstance, when you got out of the room is exactly when this one was being set. Do you want to do anything about it, or leave it be?
I'm gonna not let that happen.
Okay, then. So, I mean, you have every ability to try and get in her way. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk up behind her and cough.
Of course. So you're setting
Try
up
to
your...
startle her.
Yeah, you set up your soap sudsy trap, and then you are startled. Can you give me a cunning test, pets? Because that is going to be you sneakadee-gring. And would you like to give me a cunning test as well, Terry, to see if you notice? Okay. And now we get to see how contested actions work. Whenever two people are acting in direct opposition or are shown up in obvious ways, they will either be putting their favor on the line or trying to cause stress. Now, the mistress is not awake. There's nothing she can really do about this, and there's no way for it to directly impact her favor. Not yet, at least. However, what you did do was create a difference of 6, which comes out immediately from Terry's stress total. You take 6 stress damage, and would you like to describe how you took that damage?
Sure. So, Terry's not exceptionally tall. She can't reach up to the top of a door by herself. She would have to get a ladder, so when someone coughs right behind her, she slips on the ladder, falls halfway through it, and just breaks a couple of the lower steps under her metallic android frame. And that really hurts, you know?
Absolutely. So, you see this all occurring. So what happens to your bucket trap?
I think it might get sprayed everywhere.
I got
Roll-
psychic powers. It ain't spilling all over the floor.
Okay, I was going to say you can both make a luck check. However, you can totally just use your psychic powers to block this roll off. And yeah, the bucket of soap begins to spill just about fucking everywhere. Instead, it all slows down to nothing and pauses, and then gently touches down on the ground.
Back in the bucket.
Yep.
Right side up.
Yep. Excellent. Because, of course, that would be making a mess, and you wouldn't want to make a mess in the mistress's hallway.
Right.
Excellent. And now that you have subverted one crisis with your companion, or enemy, I suppose is right to say, struggling to find her footing again, what would you like to do?
This is where I don't know.
Well, you did want to go and clean some stuff up. Give me a cunning
think I
test.
did. Yeah, sure.
That bathroom is gonna need cleaning after someone has gone about and had a rummage around, making up soapy sudsy water.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So you are able to head to the bathroom washroom. We will get to you in a moment.
3 6s in a row. Look at that.
That is incredible. Stray, you are awoken by the sounds of someone falling into a ladder.
And not a bucket. Ha!
Fucking pernicious snap. Shit. Oh god. What? Why? Just why everything? Hang on. I've got something for this. Alright. I'm gonna take some drugs.
Okay. Let's see. When you take drugs, is there any kind of roll that you would like to make to go with it? Because it isn't technically an ability of yours, so it sounds like you're literally imposing some kind of test on yourself.
I don't care, man. I'll just, you know what? I'm gonna wake and bake. Everything's loud. Why?
Alright, give me a... Alright, give me a will roll.
Sure?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this means.
Well, you essentially have chosen to, not get involved in your maidly duties. You do, however, gain 2 spirit.
Cool.
It is temporary. You can't stay above your maximum for long, but the next time you take stress damage, you at least have a buffer of 2. If you ever go above your value again, then it will treat it as 10 plus whatever you get. If that makes any sense to you.
Can I still move around?
No, you chose to just wake and bake.
Well, I was just gonna roll out. It doesn't take that long. Have you ever waked and baked? It takes like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Alright, if this is a 5-minute jobbo, however, your will was very low, so you're probably quite distracted. Other people are going to get to go first.
I mean, that's fine.
Alright then, and let's see here. Alucard, you finished your cooking. There was obviously some kind of confounded noise going on in the outside, but your food is done to the best of your abilities.
Yes, indeed. It's exceptional
What would you
food.
like to do next? It is, absolutely.
Well, considering I'm now hearing the rest of these chuckle fucks moving around, best to just avoid the halls and turn into bats and bat carry the food over to Mistress.
Okay, excellent. I believe you had, teleportation?
Yes.
Alright. You do so directly into the Mistress's bedroom, huh? Give me a luck test.
Haha. Joke's on you, that's my best stat.
Well, I mean, I'm...
Oh,
up against
shit,
you.
son!
I don't think I'm gonna beat you, but we'll see.
You
It's
sure
impossible.
ain't.
It's physically impossible for me to do so, but we will see the difference here. Well, yeah, I can't actually succeed at luck. I don't have any. So,
wow.
Yeah, there is no way for me to counter random happenstance. You plop into the room, and you are in the only clean space on the floor. The rest of it's just random scattered bits and pieces. There's books and detritus. It looks like she could use with cleaning up, honestly.
Indeed. Well, obviously we shall just serve the mistress her breakfast in bed, and while she's eating, we shall clean things up post-haste, teleport, zip, zap, zip, 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 around where everything needs to go, and making sure to bend over and show off the goods at every opportunity. Really drive home that I'm both useful and good-looking. And I can cook.
Okay. That sounds like an affection roll to me.
Alright, how do I roll affection?
It's a stat on your sheet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, it's just not...
It
Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought I was looking at favor. Yeah, it's 8.
8. Okay, then. That is going to be effectively your score for doing this. It will be contested against by others. But yeah, you have to wake the mistress up, and there's a long groan of, "Oh no, not the day. Anything but daytime." And there's a lot
Yes,
of
the
rummaging
day.
and trying to stay buried in her duvet and blankets, but eventually she will peer out of it all, reaching for some glasses. She will blink. "Carter, dearest maid, thank you very much." And she will sit up and look over the food, wrinkle her nose a bit. "You... how lovely."
Of course, your favorite.
"Yeah, it's my favorite. A little bluer than I'm used to, but okay." She will begin eating food. There is a bonus for being the first to serve breakfast. And that will be roll me 1d2, please.
Okay.
Okay, so you get 1 plus 8 plus 4. I believe those were all the rolls related to your breakfast construction.
Mhm.
No one during this time had a chance or made an attempt at undermining you in any way, so that will be the score to beat effectively.
All
And who
right.
next is going to attempt to curry some favor with the mistress? I believe, let's go with Pets's skill roll to clean the bathroom up.
Sounds good to me. Oh,
Ooh, okay.
this is too real.
You are the first person to do a cleaning job, so that will come with a bonus. 1d2, please. Alright, so your total score of the morning is not going to be exceptionally high. Now then, Terry. Your attempt at setting a trap was sadly a little less than spectacular, and you've taken some stress damage. That doesn't mean you can't try and do something for the mistress, and now might be a good time, because whatever the difference is in favor gain at the end of a step of the day is also the kind of damage you will take.
I mean, I could try for favor. Alternatively, I could try to fuck Stray over super hard.
That is absolutely a thing you can do. The harder you try to fuck someone, the more damage they'll take. So, I mean, you can try and make sure you curry no favor with the mistress, but just make sure someone suffers harder than you.
Yeah. I've taken 6 stress already. I really ought to try to take less.
A stress explosion, by the way, isn't the end. You just go and do what your stress explosion is until for a number
Yeah.
of in-game minutes up to that being resolved. It's actually in table minutes, which is quite funny. So if you say, for instance, have a stress cap of 10, it's very easy to get your explosion, but it means you only have to sit there for 10 minutes not doing anything, as opposed to possibly longer. It's a bit more of how the
Yeah.
gamble works.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But also, I'm not going to be that much of a dick to completely deprive him of his
Do it.
days.
The very
Do
first
it,
step of the very
Maggie.
first morning.
Okay, fine. If you say so. I fell through the ladder. That means there are bits and pieces of the ladder. That ladder is turning into a barricade. Room 5 is getting locked off from the rest of the world forever.
All right, give me a, I would
I
say
can still break
athletics.
my way in.
Yes, athletics, please.
Oh, one day I'll roll well.
Okay then. So you then spend the rest of your time setting up a trap. You're finishing your wake and bake right around this time, Stray, when you hear like a little bit of like thudding at the door, and you're just able to, get dressed, get up, and leave your room, could you make an athletics test to try and get out?
Hey, look, my third best skill. Hey, look, I rolled an 18.
So, Merz, you remember that thing about how skills can be contested, and when a skilled contest occurs, you take stress damage?
So I've had a stress explosion now?
Yes, you take 16 stress damage. This did not start strong for you. Minus 16.
You fool! I am powered by drugs!
Leave that box to me, because it's a running tracker.
He doesn't even notice the door barrels open.
Oh, I've lost it now. Where'd it go? Terry. Oh goodness, what was it before? It was
Terry is
minus.
blasted off into a ding in
What
the
was
sky.
the first step in that box?
-6.
All right, it was -6 to 14, minus 22. All right then. That sets you to 0. Okay, you immediately have a stress explosion. The door doesn't so much as open past your attempt at hammering in some barricades as it does explode outwards and bonk you straight on the noggin, sending you tumbling backwards. And it's stressful. That's bad. You immediately, your day is starting, you thought you can just get a little bit of a head start, and at least one person, this bumbling fool, has just immediately stomped their way through all of this fuckery. She definitely avoids standing in a bucket of soapy water. And
Oh shit, son, my bee. You want some drugs?
And what you need to do is go and eat.
Hiss, ha, hiss, ha. And then Terry flees.
Excellent. Where do you flee to get your blood supply from? Because doing so from the other maids is not a recommended attempt. Indeed, nor is it from the mistress.
Do it for me.
Apparently Alucard killed the NPC maids, so
excellent.
Let's go to the kitchen.
Okay then.
Too bad all the bloody meats have been taken.
Either he disposed of the bodies there, or I'll just be able to find some sort of luncheon menu there.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so, you go into the kitchen, and you do indeed see that there has been cooking done, and a mess. Generally, whenever someone does cooking or any of that kind of thing, you can make attempts at cleaning up after people. Like, when someone's doing an activity, it's not like that room is locked out to you. You can try and do the same, like have a cook-off. You can do things like clean up after their mess, and it's a way to sort of curry some extra favor from the mistress.
So when you're saying cleaning up after it, you mean licking up all of the, blood and gristle that was left behind, right?
That is what you're going to be doing. And now for 20 table minutes, until your stress recovers, we're going to get a little timer going. Let's see here, stopwatch. It would be nice if there were a built-in one for Roll20. It probably is as some kind of plugin, but I do not have it. Let's just open up a little stopwatch program. Timer, 20 minutes. Start. Okay. In 20 minutes, you will be able to go back to fucking with people. It's entirely possible the scene won't have moved in that time, but you are indisposed as you binge eat.
Can I take it Can I exploit her misfortune on this by any chance?
No, because you were instead busy doing your actual maidly duties.
Fair enough.
There might be a chance to exploit her if it takes that time. But first, there is still one other person who has their attempt to either bring downfall to another maid or to attempt to curry some favor with the mistress. Stray, what do you do?
Fucking... Look at all this crap in the hallway now. God damn it. I've got to do goddamn trimming in the... I'm just going to, pick up the pieces of the ladder and just toss it into my room and lock the door after me.
Okay, so you aren't cleaning that?
No, it's going into my room for now. I've got trimming to do in the gardens.
Interesting. Okay, then. Yes, you are welcome to. You have the actual gardens of the mansion. You also do have castle grounds. They're a lot longer, as you would expect. The gardens is where you keep all your nice flowers and shit, and probably where you hide some special flowers inside normal bushes.
So I'm guessing you don't know the slang for trimming. All right.
No, I don't.
Taking care of weed.
Excellent. I mean,
Yeah,
it's also
that's
been known
good.
to trim things. Like, this garden
Well,
has hedges.
yeah. Well, yeah, but trimming with this character means she's trimming off the buds.
Excellent.
And I'm also going to deal with the rest of the flowers in the garden, because that's what I do.
Excellent. All right, then. Give me a skill test, please.
Are you sure you want me to do that?
Yes. You're describing a
Yes!
skill for action. Well, I mean, you're going to at least curry one favor. You likewise are in the cleaning spot.
God damn it, I bruised all the buds! I can't sell this at the proper price now. I have to grind it down into a sheesh.
Okay, then. And so I'm going to quickly show you. This is how stuff like this is calculated. So as you can see, as for making breakfast, Saven was the only one to do that. And the first person to do cleaning was Pets, followed by Stray. Like, that sort of all falls into the same categories. They both got a bonus for being the first to do what they did. And then they got a score based on the roles they applied to it. And then you can see that it didn't go quite so well for Pets and Stray's cleaning attempts, and that there was nothing gained by the others.
God damn it, I should cut down on my weed intake. Wait, that's insane. No, wait, I can switch it out. Methadone. I've got this.
Excellent. So yes, Alucard, you happily serve the mistress a breakfast with affection.
Yeah.
And she'll get fed and cleaned up. Since you're there, you're also the one who is able to assist her with things like getting dressed, which also means going to the washroom, where she gets an opportunity to see Pets as cleaned up the place. It is not a great job. She doesn't slip over on anything awful, but she looks around and goes, "Goodness me, this room is a state."
She has little arms, and the broom is.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Cough, cough.
She's got psychic powers.
I know, and I didn't use them.
Chip, chip, chippity, chip, chip, choo. Yep, you do not Disney princess her around. She will look you over, and she is obviously a little bit disappointed with this, but you made an effort, which she appreciates. And she will have her breakfast, presumably in the gardens. She notices as well that there has been work to help maintain the hedges, but it looks like most of Mary Jane's efforts were spent on her buds as opposed to the hedges themselves. She'll look around with a distasteful eye. "Really now, if you're going to work in the gardens, perhaps you could work on the rest of the hedges as well."
Slow blink.
She will sigh and shake her head. "And now you will get awarded your favors." Let's make sure I've got everybody's little old cheat sheets. And get the card. Okay, so, Saven,
Yeah.
you gained a whole bunch of favor.
Whoa!
I was gonna try to do a thing. Never mind.
If it's you certainly try and interrupt me. I didn't finish scoring. It's never too late.
Well, the thing is, I am a Nekomimi, and if I screw up real hard, I can just look like a cat who screwed up real hard, which is adorable, by the way.
Something affection roll. Just nuzzle.
Yeah, that sounds like an affection roll to me.
Good.
In fact, it's actually
Oh,
cunning
God,
because
no.
you're faking it. I'm sorry. Cunning is being disingenuous.
I wasn't really being disingenuous, though. I really am screwing up while completely high by
You know
being
what?
a cat.
You're correct.
I'm not
Yes,
faking.
affection. You aren't faking. Yep, affection test, please. Wow, that is impressive. And then I will make my own counter test. Fucking A. Okay. So the mistress takes 14 stress. It doesn't earn you any favor. What it does is stress her out for telling you did a poor job.
Oh, poor baby.
She is now at 6 spirit. Well done.
Yeah, take that, nerd.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely a thing you can do. You can stress out the mistress in order to prevent stuff. You don't quite manage to do enough damage that it disrupts her favor giving out, but you came really fucking close. It'll be a lot easier to do so in the next step if you want to try and supplant her. But no, I'm afraid that she is not stressed out too much. She will still give out favor as it is written. The girly card, your favor has become 17.
Nice.
Means I think you gain the ire of Merzendi now.
You've probably just made yourself into a target.
Bring it, sluts.
Alright, pets. You gain 3.
Uh-huh. That's 7.
Yep.
I am 10 behind Saban.
Mary Jane, you gain 1, which brings you up to 9 because yours was already really fucking high to start with, so it's not too bad. Get it really high.
Myself. Yeah, I did, in fact.
Yep. And then everyone takes the difference in stress damage. Which is amazing. Because I think you're about to get fucking owned. What is everybody's favor currently? Let's see here. So we have 9 on Mary Jane.
I assume I don't get a double stress explosion.
You
right?
can't double... Actually, time is additive.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, it's brutal. But you take it again from as though your spirit were 20, so there's no way you can get stressed to an explosion immediately straight away, so you're okay there. It always counts. If you've just stress exploded, that's your spirit is back at 20. Which is fantastic. Okay, so your favor became 17. What is everyone's difference between that and 17? 7. So, Eleanor, you take 10 stress and explode.
Yeah. Time to go pray. I will ask Terry to borrow her rosary. Her prayer piece.
Alright, the difference between your starting favor of 0 and the current score of Alucard is 17. So you are immediately back down to 3. But you know what? There are ways to recover your stress before exploding, and you might even manage to find ways to please the mistress at the same time.
Would you like to share those ways of recovering the stress?
Yep, give me a moment. I'm still counting numbers. And Mary Jane, your favor is 9 compared to 17. You take 8. Means you are down to 4 because you gave yourself a little bit of stress back, and that ate away at your buffer.
All right, everything's great.
Yeah, Savin is very good at MAID RPG in that he got up first, did the thing first, did his job okay, and then no one contested him. So that's how it works in this game. You are not out of the running because there are indeed ways to lose favor. I'm going to now start trying to explain how scoring can be altered in this.
Were you implying that I was trying to be good at this game?
No, it's always good to be
How
solo.
dare you, ma'am?
So, doing the wrong things and attributing them to your fellow maids can be done in order to harm their favor, like directly, as opposed to involving the maid to harm their stress. You can involve the mistress to harm their respective favor. Likewise, if you do things that make the mistress happy but aren't any kind of hard work for you, like, just to be in their company, you can recover stress based on whatever skill you're rolling. An example, say, would be, although it would be hard to do so initially, like just joining them and cuddling for a while, you would gain stress back based on whatever your affection score was, and it could probably garner some favor with the mistress at the same time. That's effectively how it operates. There are some hard and fast rules to it, but I tend to be possibly loose in the idea of the rule of cool being much more fun for this kind of thing. So if you can think of like weird shit to occur and act on that instead, then fucking go for it. Be my guess.
Oh, I got some stuff planned already.
Of course,
Guys, we're going on a vision quest.
Yes, you also have made powers, and there's nothing stopping you from using them at any time. The morning will be turning into the afternoon. So what do you do in the afternoon, everyone? Let's see here. How far along are you?
I got a thing. Got a couple
I'll
things.
be back in a couple of minutes. I think I'm still in stress explosion anyway.
You
so-
are, yeah. Now is the best time to be AFK. You've still got 8 minutes of stress explosion.
Excellent.
Now,
So
do I got my own stress explosion to time now?
Yes, indeed. 10 minutes. Let's open up a second stopwatch.
So I murdered a bunch of people and stored the bodies in the kitchen. And now the other vampire is in there eating, just gorging herself.
Correct.
I'd like to make a luck roll to get her blamed for everything that I've done during the night.
Luck is not it. You don't just get lucky, you are directly trying to...
No. Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm going to do anything to make it happen. I just want that to happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
True, although it's unlikely the Mistress will go into the kitchen by default. It's if you ever want a situation like that, just relying on happenstance isn't enough. You generally have to manufacture your own shenanigans. I mean, it could be as simple as just lying and be like, Mistress, while I was cooking, I saw there was a terrible mess, and I think such and such did it. You can do it that way instead. But that, of course, presents a roll-off, and the stakes are high if you're caught lying.
Yes.
Because not only do you take stress, you take favor damage.
Now, can someone actually oppose me if they're in explosion?
If they're directly interacted with while they're stress explosioned, then yes. Like, they can't opt to do so themselves, but if you're going to involve someone, they can roll. Like, they aren't when you're stress exploded, you can't initiate, but you aren't rendered helpless either.
Okay. So I'm guessing lying or trying to lead the Mistress in there to, say, oh, hey, look at this, is going to probably be cunning, right? Or...
It would absolutely be a cunning roll, and then that would be opposed by either cunning or something else from Terry, depending on what she does.
Gross. What's will used for?
Willpower is used as just essentially like a test, how you would expect will to be thought of, like your willpower being used. Like if someone is doing something nasty to you and you need to just like ignore it and get on with things, then like willpower would be the way to deal with it. Or if there is lots of distractions going on, willpower would be the way to get around it.
Alright, well then I'm not going to try that plan because my cunning is dog shit.
Oh yeah, you would get destroyed.
Yeah, oh yeah. So instead what I think I'm going to do is sabotage everybody else. Because whatever it is that Terry and Choco Elf are supposed to be doing, since they've fucked off for, like, the whole afternoon, I'm just gonna go make sure that their jobs look like they were just, completely undone, just make it look even worse than it was.
Now, the Mistress has already seen the attempt at washing the bathroom when she went in there to get, dressed and cleaned up.
Right, but they're gonna be out of action for a while longer, so whatever it is that they were doing in the afternoon.
Okay then, so we can essentially withhold and give you a preemptive chance at undermining what it is they plan to do. That's perfectly fine. Now, Stray, are you here?
In that case, I'll be right back because Tosh is awake.
Cool. Essentially, the onus is on you to do things that the Mistress would like. Eventually, there will be lunchtime, but there is plenty of work to do around the mansion. There always is something that needs cleaning.
Huh. Well, I wanted to do something, but I guess I'll just put that in the back pocket for now.
What were you thinking?
Oh, just making tea.
Yeah,
Normal,
if you want to do things
everyday tea. Don't worry about it.
Of course. I mean, just wanting to do nice things for the Mistress is absolutely a way to spend your time and attract a favor.
All right. Well, it's also arguable if Mary Jane actually remembers the conversation from last night and probably doesn't know that she's meant to impress her. I will shoot myself in the foot this way. I don't even care.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what? I'm going to set up the dining room for lunch. Let's do that. This sounds like a maid thing to do. I'll make tea. I'll make tea for afternoon tea, obviously. So I'm going over here. It sounds like a skill to me, right?
That would be a skill test, yes.
Unfortunately, I'm great at that with my 1. Yeah, look at my 3.
Not bad.
I'm helping.
You did. All right. Afternoon. Dining. Stray 3. See, I keep little records as we go along on how people get along and do things throughout each step. Let's see here. Okay. So how do you go about, preparing the dining room and such?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna make sure that the dining cloth is clean and everything. If not, I'm gonna swap it out. I'm gonna make sure that all the silverware is clean and ready for use, and set it up in just a proper manner, and just make sure everything is tidy and in its place, and make sure the dining room's dusted. No one wants to eat in a dusty dining room. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely true. So yes,
What? Hang on, in character. Are you kidding me, bro? Fuck. Who wants that whack ass shit? Goddamn.
Okay then. Yes, while you're off in the dining room making sure that it is ready for lunch, the mistress herself has retired, secluded back to the living room again in order to do things like relax and read books, and she's going to attempt to restore some of her damaged stress because, ow.
She chastised a poor kitty and she feels bad now.
And she feels bad about it, yeah, that's exactly what happened to her. Let us see here. Reading a book. Reading a book is... actually, no, it's just trying to force herself to calm down and not feel as bad. I'm going to say that's a willpower. Indeed, in a lot of cases where you're trying to get, your stress restored, it is a willpower test because you want to, chill the fuck out. All right, she's going to heal 6. She's up to 12. Good for her. And that's going to be how it at least starts. There's nothing stopping her from taking more damage, but that's the roll that got to happen first. Let's see here. You probably at points notice that the room that Terry is currently feasting in is the kitchen, and it is a bloody fucking mess. You don't have time with your dining hall rolls, but you do come across her in a bit of a state.
In my state, am I certain that's not cranberry sauce?
Cranberry.
Hey.
Give me a cunning test.
Hey, I'm cool with shooting myself in the foot. I don't care.
Yeah, go for it. Don't.
Oh no.
Sure. Give me a luck check, Mers, and we'll see if Mary Jane thinks that it's just cranberries or not. Yeah, I guess it's just cranberries. Nothing weird going on there. And also, your stress explosion is now ended.
Wait, can I oppose that?
It's a little weird because she's cleaning it up with her tongue.
Can I oppose that with my luck?
No, this is just happening.
God damn it.
Luck is the worst. Come on. Hang on. Come on, bro. That's not sanitary. We're gonna have to clean all of that up. How am I supposed to boil mushrooms in a pot you licked clean? That's just gonna change the high, bro. I can't sell it at market price.
Terry holds 2 fingers up to her mouth, does the V sign and licks. I'll just... Come on. That's worth extra.
Squint.
Eyebrow wiggle.
Are you trying to accomplish anything with this roll?
Not anything mechanical. Just
Okay then, that's fine. There will be no roll off will occur. That is fine. Now then, you're aware you're in a real fucking messy kitchen.
All right. I am going to put together some tea. And,
Okay.
you know, I am going to make sure that, you know, from a technical point of view, it's excellent. From an ingredients point of view, it's kind of awful. That is to say, in the place of any milk, I am going to use leftover blood, and I am going to have it ready with a little note. Recommendation of Master Alucard, and that is what I am going to bring out to the dining room when the mistress calls for tea.
Interesting. Okay then, give me a skill test for the tea and a cunning test for faking it. Okay.
God damn these dice. They hate me.
Wow, they were both your 3 rolls, and they are actually beatable. I'll be damned. Okay. So that is essentially going to be an offensive attempt that will trigger later on. Pets, you are done with your stress explosion.
Okay.
You are no longer possessed by the impetus and need to pray. At the same time, Sabin, after having breakfast in the garden, she looks a little bit queasy after eating that much mostly raw meat, but she will then retreat to the living room to relax and read some books. What do you do?
I suppose I will, I've known her for many, many years now, and obviously I will read to her and do all the things that I've picked up over the years that can comfort her, make her feel a little bit better after that, queasiness has come on.
I've only slightly given you food poisoning. I'll make you feel better.
Yeah,
That sounds like an affection.
Alright.
I'll give her half that score back in stress. She was originally going to get it back from reading herself, but I will give her an addition.
Alright, roll dog shit as usual. Good.
Such is life in the zone. Okay then, she will heal an additional, we'll say divide by 2, round down, plus 2. Takes up to 14 spirit. Entertain. 4. Excellent. Okay then, that is the stuff you get to do. Stray's doing the dining room. Savin's doing some being entertaining. Terry is making some trap tea. What do you want to do, pets?
That's a good question. What time of the year is it?
It is summer.
See, I'm gonna go tend to the grounds.
Okay then, you would like to go and tend to the grounds. Now, there are multiple ways that you could approach, working on the grounds yourself. Let's have a look here. It could be athletics, just like literally trimming all of it, which is hard work. There is a lot of grounds out there. Or it can be a skill test on, trying to beautify the grounds. You wouldn't be able to, do the whole load of them, but you can at least make the front more presentable.
Yeah, let's do that. Skill.
Okay then. Yeah, skill test. Nice. Okay. Let us see here. That's where you're going. You do groundskeeping. Alright. And now, is there anyone who's going to try and fuck with someone else? A plan has already been prepared by Terry, but there's no reason to say that she immediately after that doesn't go and do another thing. Likewise, it doesn't take a long time to set up the dining room, Stray.
I think I already had a fuck with other people action readied from earlier.
I think my brain is too hazy to think of anything, but surely there's stuff that needs to be moved around, right? Stuff that all of these frail, weakling, not drug-powered maids can't do. I'm gonna, like, crates of food, stuff like that.
Okay, you essentially want to go lift heavy shit in the storage cupboard and move things around.
I've got shit to do with these Amazonian muscles, man.
Sure, okay then. Do you want the mistress to, like, see you doing any of this stuff, or, just doing your maidly job in the background?
I mean, being noticed would be fine, but I only half remember some hazy things about last night. I remember red hats, mudkips.
Mudkips.
Alright, give me an athletics test.
Sure, let me move over here. Let's do this. 15.
Wow, fuck. Okay, 15 unnoticed yet. Excellent. Okay, excellent. And Terry, what are you doing then?
Let's see. And I've set up one sabotage plan already. Would you mind moving on to Winter's Maid and giving me a chance
Sure.
to think?
Of course. Winter, you are spending a lot of time doing the groundskeeping, but there'll be like lunch and then time after this. Is there anything that you would like to do as quote unquote your lunch break? Like, if you imagine the groundskeeping being one of your afternoon jobs, you can do some of it, do a different thing, and then return to it afterwards.
Nothing I can think of out of the usual.
Okay. It is fine. At the same time, it's like, if you can't think of a thing you want to do, then it's not the worst idea to just say, like, I just go about doing maid stuff. Because it means you're rolling less dice, and sure, that's less opportunities to gain, but it's also less opportunities for people to just randomly oppose you.
Right. That's why I said nothing out of the usual.
Yep. Okay then. So yeah, you groundskeep and you maid around.
Speaking of randomly opposing people,
Excellent. Okay.
I'd like to trigger that earlier action of randomly sabotaging some people while they were working. I heard somebody was messing with the dining room, getting that all nice and cleaned up, so perhaps while I've lulled the mistress into a momentary nap in the living room by reading to her, I'll just pop in here and wreck the place, and then teleport back out with no one the wiser.
You goddamn monsters. Why do you hate me so much?
Because you're the only person who I could think of a way to fuck with.
I have one literally everything but athletics and affection.
Well, okay then, let's see here.
Goddamn, I have a bazooka, fuck off.
There's nothing saying you can't attack another maid, but they might have a very good way of using that against you.
Mommy! Look
Exactly.
what you did!
Going to cry to mum is a legitimate strategy. Like, someone tells you a lie about you, can be like, no, I didn't do that thing, and then, instead it becomes a contest. It's totally how it works. All right then. I suppose a cunning test then.
Oh, god damn it. How about athletics to just fuck this place up?
You want to just fuck that up? All right, yeah,
Yeah,
athletics test.
because you
wanna
know
fuck
what?
that place
You
up.
know what? This maid came in here fucking high and or drunk, and she's strong as shit, so obviously she just
Yep.
shredded the
Okay.
place.
All right, give me
How
an
dare
athletics
you.
roll.
Fuck!
Ha!
Yeah, nudie
Fuck
little
you.
arms. You managed to
Just
like
throw a
kick some chairs-
candlestick.
You
Yeah.
kick some
What?
chairs over and you like mess up some stuff, but like you try and get underneath like the dining room table and there's like a and your little noodle vampire arms just can't do it.
Yeah. What happens when we meet?
I'm such a fuckboy. Should have been big, strong a la carte today. And then just teleport back. Fuck this noise. I'm out.
Yep, that is unfortunate for you. Let's see here.
I have an idea now.
Okay.
If when I finish basically poisoning the tea, if I could came out and if I could still hear with my sensitive vampire robot ears Alucard telling stories to Mistress and helping her sleep, I would like to make a racket on the walls and yell out nice and loud. Yes, Mom, Mrs. Mary Jane, Mom.
Interesting. You're gonna try and like spoil their moment.
Yeah.
All right then. Sounds like a cunning action to do. You want to be a mood killer?
Oh, I finally roll well.
Like to
Ah,
pose
fuck.
this with will to just power through it. Just nope.
All right, go ahead.
Fuck!
What the fuck?
Oh!
Fucking get
All
ready.
right. So yeah,
I'm the
while
best
you're doing all
goddamn
the-
bard.
Fucking yeah, you hear like this shouting, and all you do is you raise your reading voice like just the perfect amount that it doesn't become like ear banging for her, but it washes out Terry's attempts at sabotaging your lovely moment.
So I have another stress explosion. That's nice.
Did you
God, I'm
did-
sorry.
is that enough to take you over? You were with 3.
But yes, Skow.
Oh my god, you had 3 exactly. Yes, you were dropped to 0. Shit.
Steven's the only one playing to win.
Saban's playing a fucking crush pussy. Incredible. That's the thing is as well, when you start losing in MAID RPG, you could just start king making instead. Like, I don't want them to win though, at least.
That's what I'm trying to
I know.
do,
I
but
know.
I can't do it well enough.
I played a game of MAID RPG where all 4 of us were essentially trying to do the king making thing because none of us were particularly good at garnering favor. Admittedly, quite a cruel GM. So instead, it was like just nothing we did but fuck with each other. And it's like, okay, you didn't make them breakfast, you didn't clean their room, you didn't make them lunch, you didn't clean that up afterwards, you didn't work on any of this. And it's just like all these maids did, all 4 of us, for the entire fucking like 2-3 days was just fuck each other's day up. Take stress damage and get stress explosions, and the mistress is like, I pick none of you. I'd say it's a valid way to play, but to a point.
Ow, dog,
So-
stop.
Yeah, you do all of this shouting, and it just doesn't work, and it makes you sad. And there's still blood. I'm kind of hungry. There's something in this food, maybe it's just not doing it for you, and then you realize that in and amongst all this gristle and junk you were eating, there must have been something a little bit extra special got left in there whilst Mary Jane was going to and from the storage cupboard, and you immediately like wolfed down. You know, you got the munchies real bad now.
Oh no. I ate one of her drug mules.
Oh god, you got into my THC butter, you bastard. I needed that. You know how long it takes for THC butter to settle? You have to put it in the fridge overnight.
Yes. So yeah, you are now binge eating on. There is not much for you to binge eat on in the kitchen. admittedly being a vampire.
Better go into the town and murder some peasants.
Would you like to go into the town and try and eat some Lagoose peasants?
You know what? Yes. And I'm going to yell about Mistress Integra ordering me the whole time.
Oh God!
Interesting. I will let you. I will give you a parting roll for that. I think.
If I can't stop her from marrying, I'll stop her marriage from being worth anything.
All right, give me a cunning test.
You'll just get her lynched by the peasants. Oh
Wow,
Jesus!
fuck. Okay. That's 15 stress damage, but it won't trigger yet. It will do in a bit though. Okay. And so the afternoon passes, and at some point while you're reading, there's suddenly this hammering at the door, and you can see a really pale-looking peasant, and Mistress Integra goes down to the foyer to see to them. And as you're walking, by the way, you can hear her stomach grumbling, and you realize that nobody made lunch.
Well, she was asleep. It's fine.
I did actually make lunch.
You made
It's
tea.
just still in the kitchen. Tea is lunch.
I prepared the dining room for lunch. I didn't know it had passed yet.
Well, okay, it's still in the afternoon, but again, immediately, no one chose to do any kind of making lunch. There was dining, and there was lifting, and then there was all sorts of shit. Sadly, that's just how it goes.
I specifically made poisonous tea for lunch.
But you didn't
You did.
deliver it.
You made the tea for lunch, but there was no lunch.
But
You prepared it for whenever
That is
people would have lunch to
lunch.
go in there. Tea itself isn't lunch.
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You mean tea in the actual concept of the meal time English speaking of tea, or did you mean the drink tea?
I meant for
Probably need to be more specific.
I meant like I'm sorry. I meant like the whole tea thing, like scones and butter and
Right. So, remember, Mercendi's posh.
No, it's not posh. It is a possibly common thing to do, but it just didn't strike me that was anything other than like literally tea stuff. All right, so she will tend to that in a moment, I suppose. She goes down and sees that there is this troubled-looking Lagoose peasant, one of the cat ones, in fact, and they look pale and they look tired. Mistress Integra, what are you doing? She's confused. I'm sorry, I don't understand what it is that you mean. At which point she's like, there was one of your maids was just in the city. She and then he like lowers his collar and reveals a big old bite mark. And they've been drinking all of us, and she said you sent her. Mistress's face
It's
clouds up and
preposterous.
turns furious. Indeed, she says, that's preposterous. One of my maids is right here. I haven't told anyone to do anything at all.
Nothing of the sort.
Yeah. Would you... Let's see here. Girly card.
Mm-hmm.
Could you make for me an affection test and see if you can counter some of the stress damage that she's about to take?
Okay.
Did I see?
You know what? You were in the
His character.
grounds. Would you like to assist?
Yeah, I would.
Alright. We can do
So
this.
what is this?
Fuck!
Affection? Okay.
Yep. Affection, or if you want to try and stop her from getting stressed in other ways by, like, I don't know, maybe making sure this villager never turns up. That's always a way to handle it, but sounds like affection is occurring, and wow. God damn, the both of you. Alright.
We could have totally aced that, and yet. Aces.
Oh,
okay.
snake eyes.
Poor Mistress.
Yep. So she took 11 stress damage into her 14. She's got 3 left. she's got 3 left.
I saved her
Kept her
from
from exploding.
earlier.
We kept her from exploding.
Yes.
You did. You kept her from exploding.
What
Job
happens
well
if
done.
she explodes?
Then she, for her stress explosion, I've lost it already. What was her stress explosion?
Think she secludes herself?
No, that's Pets.
Well, that's
No,
My
me.
it's-
stress.
Yeah, that's
Oh, it's you.
I think she
Did I
also
not?
rolled that.
I don't remember. I don't actually have it written down. I don't know that I rolled her stress explosion.
Well, let's roll it now.
All right. 26. 5-2. You go crazy spending your money on shopping.
I see.
Wow. Okay, so whenever her stress explosion occurs, she immediately hits the village and just starts spending money on all sorts of frivolous bullshit. So you're aware that it's not a good idea for the mistress to get too stressed. There's only so much money to go around.
Yes, and we'll need that for our honeymoon.
Yeah. Sure.
You sound so confident.
You never
One
know.
of Alucard's walks.
Her walk is a blink and then she's in another place.
No. The Abridged series. Whenever Alucard goes on a walk, stuff.
Stuff happens. I never watched it, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Oh,
Okay.
you should watch it.
You should definitely watch it.
Yeah. Although the peasant looks mostly displeased when his complaints appear to fall on quote-unquote deaf ears, or growl and grumble and go, oh, as long as none of us end up getting killed, I suppose, but maybe you could keep one of your maids on a tighter leash, and she'll scowl and nod, so...
Ooh, could I promise to bring this maid to justice and, maybe impose my will upon this townsperson to convince them that, we have this in hand. This is a rogue maid who will be dealt with most severely.
A rogue maid, you say? He gasps.
Nod.
Willpower.
Yes. Yes!
Oh my god. Okay. So, you're being interacted with directly, Mer, so even though you are stress exploding, you are still capable of quote-unquote defending yourself. A bad impression about you is being left to the mistress. And you are going about doing your job evilly, but you're going to be taking some favor damage. How do you wish to deflect some of it?
This would probably be the poison tea part.
Yeah. Luck is the common one, just like it doesn't go quite as badly as one would expect. Trying to impose your own will back instead, unless you can think of a special way in which you defend yourself.
And I did put together some oh no, my rolls for that were really shit, so I don't want to rely on that.
Yes, you'll still take... To be fair, you've got 0 favor, actually, so it doesn't matter. You can't go down to negative favor.
Okay.
Her opinion of you is already so basic that she's like, of course, yes please, go deal with her at some point, whatever, and then she will shrug and leave. Terry, since your favor is 0, you can't go down into negatives. You're okay. Nothing adverse happens. You're already at the lowest common denominator.
In that case, can I use this to gain some favor by making myself look, important and like the alpha maid?
Actually, both you and Pets are going to gain 2 favor each for sticking up for her.
Yay.
I would then like to call in my poisoned tea that is, specifically listed as being from Alucard.
Yep. Excellent. Okay. So after this is all handled, she's like, I'm very pleased with how the both of you handled that. Although your words weren't quite as disarming as I might have hoped, they were at least a token attempt.
Yeah.
It's like you gained 2 favor. Could have been fucking 12. You both rolled fucking 1s.
Yeah.
Well, it's more favor than anyone else has gained this afternoon.
Yes,
Yep.
and then she will go on to the dining room. And let's take a look at the state of things. If you would like to both, by the way, record your 2 favors, because that does not go onto the tracking sheet I've got. So like little bits that you gain like that are on your own impetus. Just
Yes.
put in a plus number and write up the new total. Never delete anything that's already there. And she will go to consume some lunch. And when she gets in there, she was made notice that Mary Jane had gone in to prepare the dining room in the first place, and a certain someone came around and fucked that all up and made it look really gross. And although it was not an impressive attempt, it certainly beats 3.
It was 4.
Yes. Fuckboys 4 beats your 3, which is what you got for your making the dining room look nicer. She calls this prepared? Is this a joke? And you can see this glower in her expression as she settles down to eat and, rights a chair and drops herself into it.
I'm sorry, Mistress. Here, let me. I'll go about, straightening things up and repairing the damage that I totally did. And luckily it's not terrible damage, so it's easy to fix.
Yeah. She will look down and notice a little card. Oh, well, at least you prepared lunch for me. I was starting to worry that I would have to starve.
I did what?
Really, you should all tell me before you, wander off again. Amazing how you find the time for it. And then she will pick up a little scone and take a bite. And now, let's see, how good were those rolls when you did it? Because I'm actually, if I remember rightly, it was not bad at all. Let's see here.
They were shit.
Oh god, it was a 3 and a 6. Okay. So, with a 3,
It was
she's...
a 3 to make it into 6 to convince her that it was him.
Alright.
Well, I'll just deflect that off.
Yeah, would you like to try and attempt to deflect this blame? She takes, a bite, but doesn't really get particularly far into it before going, hair.
Well, yeah, of course,
This is just foul.
I've been with her all day, non-stop. I couldn't have done that. It was clearly this rogue maid, whoever it is out to get you, Mistress, to discredit you, and now to poison you. Ow, Tasha, Jesus Christ, stop. So, mayhaps luck or
your
will?
dog will eat you.
No, this would be, usually if it's anything like in the lines of cunning, it's to present yourself, but it wasn't such a high roll. You can try to essentially, deflect that with, instead of cunning, of your own affection would work.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. Oh, God, yes.
Okay, you managed to deflect that with aplomb. And again, Terry's favor is already 0, so it can't be reduced by this failed gamble. If you're already at the bottom, you can't go any lower, so you could just try and do as much damage as you want. Sadly, the dice did not play along with your evil plans.
My emotional armor class is very high.
Yep, congratulations on that point. However, this raises an entirely different point, and that is, there is no food for the Mistress.
Well, are we moving into the evening phase now, or?
Yes,
dog,
we
Jesus.
are. Alright, and now to hand out or take away favor.
All 0.
Stray! You lose 1 favor, gain 1 stress.
Okay.
In fact, wait, I'll do the full totals. Siren did some entertaining and gained 4 favor.
Yeah.
The pets with the groundskeeping was left entirely to his own devices and did a good job, and it was seen by the Mistress because she got called to the front of the house.
Haha.
Stray, you did 15's worth of loading and moving heavy shit, and you would have had a chance to essentially, work on the dining room after the failed attempt at dinner because of the way that the afternoon is broken into parts. Let's see here. Roll me a cunning, and we will see how much of your efforts go noticed right now.
Oh God, why? No.
Up to a cap of 15.
Yeah, with my 1 in everything but affection athletics. Good job, me.
You still gain a favor back, so you don't lose any. You do not lose any favor. Okay. So, +1. Okay. Now we will check everyone's favor and stress. Not much was done aggressively against each other, I say. Attempts were made to be aggressive against each other, but didn't work out quite so. Eleanor gains 8 favor. +8 brings you to 17. For girly card. Is that 23 in there already after you've just gotten it?
That's after the 4 and the 2 I got.
Okay, alright, that's already in there. Alright, so you're up to a total of 23. But you weren't in the lead, like you didn't earn the most in this afternoon, so no one takes like a shit ton of stress damage for it.
Yeah.
Who has a lower favor than pets?
Me.
Okay. Let's see here. You take 9 stress damage. Not insurmountable for you.
Right. Will my stress explosion be over by the time of the next phase?
Yes. Yes, it will. Oops, wrong person. Let's see here. Terry, -9. That will bring you to 11 when you're back. Excellent. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Alright.
I am now initiating Operation Fuck Everyone Over. I hope you guys don't mind.
It's okay, I'm just going to kill you.
You want to start a fucking maid fight? I'm okay with this.
I think I do.
Alright. A maid fight is a thing that can be done. So, I suppose if that's how the evening might come down, the maids have 3 important things about their person, and that's the 3 parts of their maid outfit. For every part that they are missing, they have a less in their stats accordingly, an effective negative that can render a maid fucking useless without any of their clothing. Which sounds adverse, but it's all about being the proper maid, not the proper naked chick. When you're attacking someone, you can choose to attack their clothing. Attacking their clothing is generally considered a good idea, because then when you can get them shit enough, you can just freely deal stress damage into their explosion, and then they're not your problem anymore. Let us double check here the maid clothing, just so you know all things exactly. Costumes, items, events. Alright, 79. And telekinesis, indeed.
And I can be in peyote vision quests.
Indeed.
Yes, Trey, don't forget you have that.
That's the costume rule in general.
I've just been busy. Don't worry, I have plans. Not exactly plans that'll help me, but plans nonetheless.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't find the rules for the maid's clothing. I've lost it. Where are you?
I'm trying to find a way in which lockpicking can be valuable, but I'm drawing a blank in my maidly duties.
That's fine. It means that there's just no way of stopping you from getting places.
It's true. It's hard to hinder me.
It is quite hard to hinder you. You go wherever the fuck you want and no one can stop you. You have psychic powers. I really cannot see how hard it is.
So I just do my own thing. It's like David Pumpkins.
Yep. I will also add that there is an extra like a game rule that I've been avoiding using because it's brutal, and that's that just performing actions is a difficulty number. Like 4 to 6, the minimum necessary to succeed in an action. 6 to 8, difficult for an amateur, easy for a pro. 8 to 10, something only a pro can do. 10 plus, difficult for even a pro. Like, that's how those are broken up. Maids are basically considered to be pros in their area of expertise. That's how it goes. But it's like, if you can't even get a 4, it means that even some fucking schmuck off the street couldn't even do it. Also, the stress explosion is complete. You are back in the cup, Mers.
Cool, cool.
Okay. Alright, so here are the rules for combat. Combat happens whenever characters are opposing or competing, blah blah blah, that's how the rules that we've always done, but actual physical combat, the opponent suffers stress equal to the attacker's attack power, which is like the 1d6 attribute roll that you usually do, divided by the attribute the attacker was using, rounded down. And you take stress equal to it if your relevant attribute was 0. So it's like, actually getting into a fight, it's quite hard to deal stress damage unless you can remove their clothing and stuff, because then there is, like, they have an effective attribute of 0, and they take full fucking damage every time. Or if you're both, like, roll the same power, then the fight becomes a stalemate, and neither side takes damage. Here we go. Okay. So the headdress, the frilled headdress, the most important symbol of being a maid, the penalty is -2 on all your rolls. Apron is -1, blouse -1, skirt -1, underwear -1, and stockings -1. I will give you a little picture. You can choose to target any of this stuff and deal damage to it to give people, like, huge penalties. And if you can stack up enough penalties, then you can freely hurt the shit out of their stress.
Choose to target with a bazooka. It fires heat rounds.
That's how it works, though. I mean, if you want to start firing a bazooka, there are other impetuses there, but regardless. Day turns to evening. What do you guys want to do?
Well, my
Alright.
poor
I have an
mistress.
evil plan.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
So, there are peasants on the lookout for a rogue maid, right? They may well be even prowling the gardens, right?
Not the gardens, but the grounds.
Well, the grounds. They might be prowling in small squads with a pitchfork and some torches, right?
It's a bit daytimey for that, but possibly. I mean, this is Fire Emblem City, so they have, like, actual, like, a random peasant picks up an axe and, hey, you got the warrior class, congratulations. So, I mean, there are actually quite competently dangerous people out there in the Lagoose village. They also happen to turn into cat monsters, which is quite useful for them.
Awakening had a peasant class, so.
Never mind, then.
Yeah, let's have a look here. What can a Lagoose do? Let's see here. They have, yes, deadly animal-like forms. It's generally pretty common. And you have the cats. They tend to be smaller and quicker. Oh yeah, peasants were pretty cool. But yes, it's they're dangerous. They're definitely dangerous around here. It's unlikely that they would go torch and pitchforking in the middle of a summer afternoon, though.
Good old, what's his name, whose name I forgot, but he was cool.
I want to play Fire Emblem, god damn it.
Rest in peace. What's his name?
I'll remember you forever, whatever the fuck. Was it Donald? Dennis?
Yeah, it was Donald.
It was Donald.
Donald was strong as shit.
Ow! Tasha, jeez, fuck!
All the biting.
She's just sitting under my feet, just nomming on me.
Yep. But okay. I really want to play some fucking Fire Emblem, god damn it. Oh well.
I was playing that this morning. It was great. Then I died a bunch.
Nice. Oh. But okay, so yes, how else do you want to try and attempt some sabotage?
Sure, it's summer, but it is getting into the afternoon.
Evening.
Evening.
It's summer. Like, evening starts at 5, but it's going to be sunny until, like, 9 p.m.
I want to slink into the Grand Hall and cut the candles a little, such that, when the other maids are serving dinner, the candles set fire to the drapes, and the whole room bursts into flames.
Wow, amazing. Okay, then. That sounds like a fucking cunning attempt to me.
Finally, I get a good roll on being
Okay.
evil.
Alright. I'll keep a note of that 15. Let's just... Okay, then. Anyone who needs to notice that or do something about it will need to beat a 15.
Oof.
Good luck. And that's the case. So yes, the mistress was in the dining room.
Well,
She is probably, since she was all hungry and stuff, but had like gross food, spend some time in the bathroom. And then it's summer. Someone roll me a d2.
Okay. I also have a thing I'd like to do regarding Mistress's tummy, so...
Alright, she will be in the gardens afterwards.
Alright. I'm just gonna whip her up an early supper, because she didn't have lunch, and with all the stress of rogue maids and her impending marriage to me, she needs to keep up her strength, so...
Alright, that is a skill test.
Oh,
Something you're
boy.
obviously very good at.
Yes! Yes, indeed. Let's see. No, I have no idea how to favor this, other than maybe affection for, again, just knowing what she likes the best.
Nope.
Alright.
A dog wouldn't eat this.
Alright.
Remember when I mentioned before that to succeed at like casual rolls, like 4 to 6 is the minimum barest requirement for something serviceable. I'm not going by that rule, so you can still use it as a scoreable number, but even when you've made this, you're aware that this is not the thing, right?
Instead of eating it myself, I will leave it out wherever the maids eat for the other chuckle fucks to consume.
Okay, excellent.
See if I can just make them queasy with my terrible cooking. And then
All
I will
right.
go get takeout.
Takeout, huh?
Just teleport into town, like steal a bunch of rice balls from somebody or whatever, and then pop back to the manor.
Okay. Give me an athletics test. It's quite a long way to teleport.
Alright, at least that I can succeed at. Aw, yeah.
Fucking hell. Okay. So yes, you teleport directly into town. You're like, you got like your scary skull face and shit, and people are all panicking, and they're like, "Oh god, it's another one of them." And you're like, "I just came here to buy food." They're like, "Oh shit, okay then." Even though you're a fucking delinquent, give me an affection. You're gonna have to win some people over because they're kind of not happy with random maids at the moment of the mistress's home.
Alright. Unless I could use my, the fact that I'm a vampire probably has some shape-shifting. Could I perhaps make myself look like, what's-her-butt, Van Helsing, and then, intimidate them?
Okay, how about a will then?
Yes, good.
Okay. So yeah, as opposed to like you burst out of nowhere and there's a little bit of like a morphic cloud of nothingness, and then standing there is a scary person. They're like, sure, yeah, what will it be?
Alright.
And you're thinking like you're not even trying to look scary. She just always looks like a fucking terrifying ass kicking machine.
Factually true.
Yeah, what do you get for her?
Let's see. What do they even serve? What's the culture in this town like?
Like pleasant fantasy European, but as if all the peasants weren't the poorest fucking people in the world, because it's, you know, it's Fire Emblem peasantry, which still looks like nice hay thatched roofs and probably doesn't smell like feces all the time, like real like European era type of shit.
Right. Maybe some like fruit bread and fresh meat, like a ham or something.
Sounds good. All right then.
And yeah, poof. By the way, when I said Van Helsing, I mean like Terry Van Helsing, not Integra.
Oh, Terry instead.
Yeah, like
right,
the actual person who terrorized them earlier and then intimidated them.
Oh shit! Instead, then give me a luck.
Okay, yeah, even better.
It's an even better roll.
Oh,
But
well.
you did worse. Don't worry. 1, 2. Alright, no, I can't beat that. So that is fine. You are not stopped from doing so. You can't be 100% sure they give you the nicest stuff, considering all the terrorizing that happened, but you've got food.
Yeah,
It'll
fine.
do.
It's fine. Pop back into the manor, you know, straighten out my hair, go back to looking normal, and then feed the mistress.
Alright, she will heal 8 stress. Which was a good idea because she was at 3.
Excellent.
Alright, and while you were off doing that, who else is doing what?
All right. So, I step out of doing all of my hard work, you know, gleaming Amazonianly, right?
Yep.
And then, oh, for fuck's sake, why is everything in this goddamn place so fucking dirty all the time? Dinner isn't coming around soon, right?
So far as you're aware, no. Like dinner should be like a middle of the evening thing. Right now it's just turned 5.
With all the sabotages going around, there's so much mess.
There
Who
is.
opened all these doors? Were you all born in a barn?
Yes.
I'm just going to start cleaning.
All right.
Because, Mother of God.
Okay. Good luck, because cleaning is a skill test.
Thanks, I forgot about the cough.
Yay! I'm the best. I don't care. Yeah, 6.
Fucking
Fuck
you did it!
I'm the best.
Congratulations. All right.
You're all animals. I'm a drug dealer, and my room is cleaner than this.
You're just high enough to think it's cleaner than this.
Shut up.
Yep. All right. Strength cleaning. 6. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, and you start cleaning. Pick 3 rooms. You've made them clean.
Sure. Kitchen's full of cranberry juice. What the fuck?
Cranberries.
Yeah. I think the dining room needs cleaning, right? After lunch?
Yep.
Yeah, so dining room's clean. Maid's rooms, fuck those. No one cares. Which looks dirtier? The bathroom or... actually, with the 6, I could probably try to create... Nah, I'm gonna clean the living room.
Okay. The living room. All right. Yes. Okay. Those 3 clean. I'm gonna just do a little.
Yeah. These and these. Well, because I was about to clean her bedroom, but then I realized that might not actually be that great. In that, that's her room, and she'd probably don't touch my stuff.
I was gonna say actually, if you want to try and clean her room, it's the messiest room in the entire fucking place, and it's a very hard challenge. Like it actually does take a professional to do it, which is a very high score.
I'm just gonna clean these 3 rooms. I'm fine. Yeah. I got everything stacked in the storage cupboard, and then I look in these 3 rooms, and what the fuck, guys? Honestly,
Yeah,
it's not Thanksgiving yet. Why there's so much cranberry sauce everywhere?
it's very true. All right, pets.
The mistress's room is a hard challenge.
Oh yeah, it's a challenging one to clean them up. It tends, you know, this to yourself. It tends to be the messiest, and you're pretty sure none of the other maids have given it a crack yet.
Clean
I'll
it
give
with
it a
your
crack.
brain.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, give me a skill test.
Figo.
Sure thing.
skill.
Yep. Fucking A. Alright. So that is enough to succeed at the Mistresses. That's 12. Very good job. Very good job indeed. Okay.
I cleaned it with my brain.
Excellent. Alright then. Mers, you have gotten your chance to fuck everyone's shit up in the Grand Hall. What would you like to do with the next stage of the evening? You're aware that the mistress has had something to eat, and it seems that your poison food plan didn't quite go to plan. The other maids have started going about, just like cleaning and meeting her needs.
Well, I suppose I really have to do something to, get her and the other maids in the Grand Hall for the great conflagration later tonight. I am going to try to sneak down into the village and not necessarily cause much harm among them, but pop up in scary places with my bright beige single eye. Just appear, stare, click the sharpened rosary beads, and then vanish again. Try to make the people of the village so scared that they just have to run up to the mistress, and that they will all be grouped in the Great Hall, and that she will have no choice but to come there and calm them later tonight.
Okay. First of all, then I would say a cunning test, and then followed by a luck test. Alright. So you definitely do him a good spook. The mistress by default has 0 luck, so she can't beat you. Like, it's impossible. She has a 0 in luck. So a 4 means that they are indeed probably going to end up gathering her into the Grand Hall. That's just how it's going to work, because she can't defend herself with luck against you.
And I have a 15 cunning on, setting the Grand Hall on fire later on tonight.
Yep. I'm not even going to try and bother rolling to, stop villagers and people from turning up. That's pretty impressive. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, and then we will roll back around to Savin. You managed to fetch your supper, and you're aware that now, cleaning is going on around the mansion. The mistress is returned to relaxing in the garden. She's probably plucked up a smokable of her own, and she will look to you indeed and go and fetch a drink.
Of course. And then Alucard will just poof down into the wine cellar, poof back with her favorite vintage.
Sure. Give me a luck. It is absolutely there.
Hell yeah, it is.
No question.
Indeed, you boop yourself down there and you pick up just a random fucking bottle. You're like, I'm pretty sure this is the rack of the ones that she likes. And then there's this clinking sound, and you catch another bottle that's falling. Just in time before it could crash. And when you catch it, your hands are just coated in dust, and you realize that this thing must be old as fucking shit.
Just been hidden up in a fucking ceiling board somewhere. Alright.
Yeah, as opposed to poofing right back over to her, you'll have to, return to the kitchen, get a glass, and probably, clean up a bit, because it's a very old, dusty bottle that is going to make a mess of your own maidly gloves.
Oh no, can't have that.
Indeed. It's negatives on your shit, so you definitely can't have that.
Yes, go get some nice glasses and give her a giant boost to her stress meter.
Yep.
And or get myself a boatload of affection, one of the two.
Tell you what, we will spend your luck for favor, but it will be contested to see how much divisible that 24 is.
Okay.
So let us see here. Make an affection test.
Okay.
8.
Boop.
You gain 3 favor.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just doing it to find out what your divisible was. It wasn't a contest.
Oh, okay. You said make an affection check, so I made.
I said I will make one.
Oh, I'm deaf. No, my
And then
name.
I did. That's fine. Let's say I got an
heard
8 with
make
that
one
result.
too.
All right.
But yes, you gain 3 points of favor. She's very surprised when you return with this wine. She takes a deep breath. Oh, being, this is one of grandfather's old glasses. Wherever did you find this?
Oh, tucked away somewhere, waiting for a stressful day.
Well, stressful is correct, with the advent of all this occurring, and then apparently Terry has seen to cause difficulties for me.
Yes, something must be done about her.
She nods sagely. It's so very disappointing to think that one of my maids could do me ill. I can only assume it is some kind of misunderstanding.
Of course, of course. We'll get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry. And as he's saying that, there's just like a flash to the pile of corpses in the kitchen that Alucard made. Nope.
Yep. There's just other random maids. I mean, those got cleaned with a good old cleaning test. All that cranberry juice.
Yep. I didn't have to do it. So, A+.
Yep. And no one went to the mistress and said, there are a lot of maid corpses in there. Not a single person did in the end. I was like, oh, again, well done.
Because they got eaten by the other vampire.
It's true.
Yeah, they got consumed by the other vampire. When I went in the kitchen, no, he didn't say I saw anything, so I just cleaned up all the cranberry sauce.
It's true. It tends to be that I'm not going to give you all the tools. You'll have to sort of try and confer it. I'll just invent stuff even, which is always fun. Making up until as you go along, a la Fate. Like, MAID RPG is great practice with Fate, because it's like, if you want to do damage, you better get ready to just fucking make shit up. And indeed, Operation, definitely villagers are going to turn up in this building, and yes, it seems that they will, and then try and burn the whole thing down. Fucking looks like it's starting to go off without a goddamn hitch.
Yeah, there's really nothing any of us can do against a DC 15. Not a goddamn thing. Other than maybe luck. I could maybe pass that on a luck check. If it's just to see it at the last moment and be like, Mistress, get out! Poof.
Yeah. Okay, then.
And even if she gets out, all of the villagers will die, and I'll win in spirit anyway.
Yep, you'll get the emotional victory, the most important one.
It's true.
At this point, the mistress of the house will look to you and go, please do fetch the other maids and see about making me some dinner. It was a very appreciated supper, but I would fancy a proper large meal after all of this.
Of course. Just a moment. And then, yeah, poof. Poof.
Yeah.
Poof.
Alright.
When I get to the grand hall, I'll look to Terry. My, you've been a busy beaver today.
Oh yes, Master Alucard. I had to make everything proper.
Of course. You were, after all, being such a good maid. I'll just come and just smack her little frilly headdress off.
That sounds like an athletics test to me.
Alright, here we go. Oh, fuck!
Yeah, I will
I poke it.
oppose that.
I mean, you will be able to stalemate her even on a 1 yourself, but give it a go.
Ah!
Right. You take 2 stress damage,
Roll
Savin.
slightly less shit.
God.
Oh, no, it's damaged by a divisible. You take 1, sorry.
Alright. sabotaging our mistress's village on us, trying to poison her. Whatever are you thinking?
Well,
Oops.
Master Alucard?
Wait a sec.
Oh
hold
yeah,
on.
she tries to leave and I just teleport in front of her.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
that's great. So you were told like, oh, can you come and do some supper? And then she pops into the next room. You're like, supper, and yeah, you oops your way into the grand hall while this fucking showdown is occurring.
I didn't mean to do that though.
No, it's too
Do it.
perfect. Certainly, you have arrived here at the same time. Pets, are you heading directly to the kitchen? Although it seems
Sure.
like a little gathering in the grand hall is occurring.
Yeah, let's go to the Grand Hall.
Yeah, I told everyone to meet in the grand hall because
Well,
I
I
saw
mean,
what's her name in there.
I guess I kind of did that under the influence. So yeah, let's do this.
Yep.
All right,
Hang on.
time for
I'm
maid
actually sure.
gangbang.
There we go. I came into an entrance now.
There you go. All right.
Well, I'm actually going to activate my maid power mockery.
That only happens when you take stress damage, but you did indeed deal stress damage. So you mock her viciously. She will take an extra 2 stress. Sorry, he will take an extra 2 stress if you apply a proper mock.
Oh, come now, Mr. Alucard. You're to be the new lord of the house, aren't you? Or are you going to be a little straw lord? I know the mistress keeps cuffs under her bed. Are you going to be wearing them, Master Alucard?
Ooh, nasty.
Sounded like a stinger, but I said leave those stress boxes, and to me they will be keeping a record as you go. They tell an interesting story, that's for sure. Okay. Oh damn, that is a ridiculous, delightful mess. Okay. Yeah, she dishes a savage burn, and the other maids arrive in time to see this.
Well, time to intimidate.
The fucking hell is going on? Did you guys see that dining room and the kitchen? And also, what's wrong with you people? God damn.
Yes, let us discuss what's wrong with a certain maid here, who has been
Yes.
sabotaging all our efforts.
Yes, I'm glad you stepped up, Master Alucard. Why have you been avoiding all of your duties? Have you just been tending to the mistress's box?
Tending to the mistress is my duty. I have not shirked it, unlike you who have brought nothing but ruination and consternation to this hall. And as he's talking, Alucard will grow larger and slowly more imposing with his little vampire shape-shifting. And yeah, I'd like to make a will test to intimidate.
Sure, let's get a will test back from Terry.
Fucking shit, Jesus Christ. I still win!
God, you guys
I
suck
win!
so hard. You do. You win. You deal a whole singular stress damage. You bring the superior might of your vampiric will down upon the robo-vampire, who is, no stranger to this whole transformation lark, and you're like a little bit spooky for a moment. That's about it.
Fuck.
Wait, it's 1 damage, but it's combat, so it's divisible. So it's not even any stress damage, because you round down in this. Sorry, nothing happens. You do not spook her at all. You deal no spook.
I opened a fortune cookie.
Alright, roll me your luck, Mr. Fortune Cookie.
God damn it!
Amazing.
Oh,
you get
I
that-
double-clicked
you-
on accident.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you double click. Oh, there is a 6 there. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
6
I was
was the
going to be
first
like,
one.
it's a magic 8 ball. Try again
This-
later.
6 was the first one for me.
Yeah, indeed. So your 6 says, don't don't try again later. Let's see here. Now,
Ooh, a sassy fortune cookie. Don't try again later.
In fact, let's look up sassy fortune cookies.
But
Why is
the
that?
thing is, they aren't just fortune cookies. They can actually tell the future. I can literally tell the future. It's my magic power.
Indeed. I'm now looking this up. It says love is on the horizon. The stars predict he will be tall, dark, and a centaur. What the fuck?
Amazing.
I stepped into the grand hall, saw what was going on, and opened a fortune cookie. What happens?
The fortune tells you that in the largest of rooms, the brightest light is a conflagration. You get the suspicion that bad things are going to happen in this hall in the future. And they're going to be fire-based. What you do with that knowledge is your own prerogative.
That sounds unpleasant. Also, can you two already get a room? Jesus Christ. Fucking kids, get out of here.
Fucking ancient.
Kids! I'm older than all of you combined.
You're like 8 years old. Look at how short and adorable you are. God damn it, I love you. You are my favorite.
Terry is going to try to pick up Alucard and just bring him into a private room to do lewd things.
I mean...
What is...
His
What
head
is-
will be pressed between her breasts the entire time, so long as she is successful in picking him up.
Alright, you're a sexy heroine. Give me an athletics test.
What are you doing to that poor boy, not my favorite?
Alright, and let's see here, girly card. Let's see an athletics from you.
Alright. Yep. Into Marshmallow Hell I go. Flail, flail, flail. You just hear a very faint...
You take 2 stress damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pull down her panties with my psychic powers.
Okay, interesting.
My panties?
No,
Oh. Good.
Royal Hamp.
Terry's.
Trying to trip her up.
Excellent, thank you.
Is that a cunning?
Let's see here. Main of the wearing penalties not divided by different one piece is enough to get the penalty. Okay. You can try to pants her. Give me a will test, I suppose. You're trying to bend your psychic might.
Oh.
Okay, Terry, how would you like to defend yourself against this psychic? You feel a tugging at your panties.
Is there any way I can assist?
You don't know what's happening, I'm afraid. You're a little bit
Fair enough.
marshmallowy.
He's the only one that really seemed to be objecting to my antics. I'm not going to try to resist being pantsed. I'm going to try to take advantage of this and distract him more.
Oh no.
I'm going to let myself be tripped and try to straddle him when I fall. Let's give him death by snoo snoo.
Alright, so you are pantsed. Now that you are missing a garment of your maid clothing, you have a -1 penalty on the results of everything you do.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Also, I can't help but notice that
it's being removed.
Yes, you've been pantsed. You are no longer wearing your maidly clothing. Or at least a piece of your maidly clothing.
Too
Been
late.
tugged up.
Yep. Nope. They're being pulled down to trip you. So yes, I also can't help but notice that your affection score is already 0. So I'm going to assume that's not the attribute you want to apply to this situation.
No, I would like to apply skill.
Falling on someone is not a skill, I'm afraid. You can try luck, if you would like.
I would like to debate that.
Go
It's
ahead.
falling with style.
It'd be more. I think athletics would probably be the most
Okay,
likely
yeah, no,
thing.
all right. I'll let athletics be the case.
I I would still like to make my case.
Okay.
Um, I'm a maid. I've been a maid for a while. I know what makes people happy. I know the places of people that make them happy. And sure, I don't have my maid panties anymore, but he's a maid. He has his maid special place.
That's my prostate.
I'm just gonna warn you that what you have described just now is affection, which is your 0 roll.
Fair enough.
Roll that 0 and let me just cunt punt you.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm afraid this is going to end poorly for you.
I guess I'll go with athletics -1. Sure.
Originally, I was like, this sounds like an affection roll, but I'd give you luck. No, okay, I'll give you athletics. Then you're like, I'll make a case and describe affection.
Roll affection. It's too late for everything.
I have no idea how that would be affection.
Affection is effectively your love makery, which was exactly what you described. I'll let you take the athletics though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. You want to try? That becomes a 5. You want to try an athletics to get away from that Alucard?
I'd like to roll that into luck because my maid weapon is hand-to-hand vampire CQC.
Oh,
I want to. She's trying to straddle me. I want her to land on my knee right up her cooter.
Right up her cooter.
Fucking cooter. Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll go with luck. God damn it. Okay. Alright, so that would be 6 divided by 2. Sorry, no, 5. Still the same division. You take 3 stress damage.
Okay. You're filling that in, right?
Yep, about to do so.
What stress you at?
Oh, wait, no, you have one
game.
less thing. Yeah, so -3. You are at 8. I love it. The mistress was like, see about having them make some actual dinner, would you? And then you immediately start a maid fight in the grander hall that's been set up to go burn. This is going to literally turn into all the maids die and the mistress
Yeah,
get dinner.
I'm undead. You can't kill me.
With fire. You're a vampire, motherfucker.
I can
I
teleport.
haven't had my turn yet.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna start hitting. I'm gonna start hitting everyone with a broom and telling them to get out. Hey, get.
I think at this point I'll go make dinner.
The cookie says bad. No grand hall tonight. Dining room now. Also make dinner.
I'll
go with
go
an
make
cookie.
Go with the athletics. Try and break them up.
I'm just poking them with a broom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you go along with this poking? The moment is it's somewhat ruined as Terry lands cunt first onto a vampire CQC knee.
A very, very dirty broom from the kitchen, dining room, and living room. Just get. Knock that shit off. You see what the
going to the kitchen?
You see what the cookie said? The cookie said no. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll add that whenever you guys are shown the cookie, it looks blank because you guys aren't the ones with the fortune telling powers, so you can only assume this is some kind of stoner mind meld.
I will teleport away.
Okay, if he teleports away, then I am going to try to convince Mary Jane that the cookie isn't that bad.
The cookie says go fuck yourself.
What does the cookie really say? doesn't say go fuck yourself. If it said go fuck yourself, then it would tell everyone to come here, right?
Anyways, it just says that bad things happen in this room. Get out of the room. I'm gonna close the doors. And then we're just gonna leave the room for a while until the room decides to behave. It's being a naughty room.
Oh, come on. A naughty room is a good room.
Stop trying to roll affection.
Get out of this goddamn room, or you and I are going to oh man, I want to go to we're going to Crazy Town now. Let's go to Crazy Town. I am going to blow drugs in your face. It's time to go to Crazy
World
Town.
for 2. Okay. So, this is about to be a trip for you, Maz. I'm gonna go into the map layer. I'm gonna draw a little shape. It's gonna be bright pink. It's gonna be a box here. We're gonna call it Gay Baby Jail.
Listen, motherfucker, I saw what's his name? He did Tenacious D.
Jack Black.
I saw Jack
Cargo?
Black do this in that one movie when he just took people out with drugs. We're going there now.
Yep. Okay. You take 1d6 stress damage for taking someone to the room for 2. All right, Mary Jane, you take 5 stress. I'll pop that in. Oh, you stress explode.
That saves me from asking if mockery would work here. So.
Yep, would not do anything. Would be the same stress loss, so it goes back up to 10 at the end of this, regardless. It's in the same. It's counted as the same double number, if that makes sense. Not that it matters. So you go, and before she even gets a chance through this drug-fueled haze to say something mocking based, you just like, fucking, you're having a come down. You're having a bad come down, and now you need to go just do mischievous shit. You need to go be a mischief somewhere.
Oh, don't even worry about it. I already planned for this. So, the cookie jars... yeah. Everyone should eat from the cookie jars now. Just gonna go off to my room. I'm gonna pick up a nice little vacuum-sealed box, and hummingly I am going to go to the kitchen. Don't worry, I've been wanting this to happen the entire session.
All right. So yeah, admittedly now for the next, let's see, how long was room for 2? I think it's as many minutes as stress, or it was just a flat 5?
I don't remember, bro.
I will double check.
It was meant to be a flat 5.
Yeah, I think it's flat 5. Maid powers. Room world for 2. Yep, 5 minutes and no one else can intrude. So you're immediately brought to fun, crazy drug town, and then she fucking leaves in a haze.
So
she fucks off. Okay.
Yeah, and you're just stuck in a world for 2 for the next 5 minutes.
As in, this isn't just like a drug trip. I've done it so well that you're in another dimension and can't do anything.
To be fair, you're also in this dimension.
No.
I don't think you can leave a room for 2 yourself, actually. So you try to leave and you can't. So you're stuck there for 5 minutes of your 10-minute stress explosion. Okay.
Sure, I can't leave. But I can fucking set traps for, in this alternate drug dimension for whoever else she brings here ever.
I'm in that drug dimension with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, I just realized she can't leave either. But yeah, you can start trying to just set traps while she's staring at them.
But aren't you broken? You can't do anything for like 10 minutes?
It's true. And yes, now that you are stress exploded, the only time you can do a thing or roll is when it is directly impacting you. You cannot initiate the rolls, although if you set up mischiefs and stuff, then we can roll afterwards.
But the thing is, mischief is such a broad term, and I can mischief the only other person who's in the world with me.
True. Let's have a
It's
look at
not
it.
setting up. It's not setting up traps. It's just doing people a cheeky mischief.
It's true. You start playing troublesome tricks on the master and the other maids. Is how your thing is described.
I haven't had a stress explosion though, so.
You have not. So you can act, but you are trapped in this one room with the now stressed out person.
Oh, you're not in a room. You're on a boat on a river.
You're in the drug dimension.
But I can. Yes, but I can set up things for if other maids are brought to the drug dimension, they might get fucked over. That's what I have been trying to say.
Yeah, I know. And I'm shooting a bazooka through the floor of the boat. Because we're going swimming now. It's going to be fun. I want to see you all drenched and to see your clothes all clingy and stuck to your body. That's going to be a lot of fun for me. We're on a boat on a river with tangerine trees. With tangerine trees and marmalade skies. So I'm sinking this boat, and we're all getting wet, and it's going to be fun.
Oh, we're getting wet, are we?
Oh, we are.
All right. So yeah, I guess. Do you try? I mean, you can try to stop her from firing a bazooka at the floor. I suppose I'll give you an attempt.
Oh, I'm not gonna try to stop her firing it at the ground. There are tangerine trees. Tangerines are a type of orange.
They are.
I'm an orange maid.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dream dimension.
Sort of.
No, it's a drug dimension controlled by me.
Drug dimension.
This is someone else's room for you. But
this
you
is.
can.
Yeah, this is my dimension. Huh? What?
A second again. Also, your stress exploded, so you can't keep arguing anyway. Leave that to me. This is a place where you can influence them, but this isn't your room. If you want to do things like influence someone's perceptions of you, cunning. And then you could make up something crazy.
Yeah. I'll try cunning. Try to make in the drug dimension my orange clothes and orange hair mean that I'm a tree.
Okay, and now, even though your stress exploded, Stray, it is an effect that it is a roll being made at you. You can attempt to defend yourself.
I'm just gonna, even if she's a tree, it's a boat in the middle of the river. I'm still sinking the boat to the bottom of the river because that sounds fun.
Okay.
But I'm a tree on the bank. I'm a tree. Where else would trees be but on the bank?
What? She can't just make herself disappear and become on the bank, right? Because this is... I'm now confused as to how this dimensional thing works. She can't...
Effectively, you're just in a room where no one else can interfere with the both of you. You're sort of playing with the perceptions of it. We're now making it up entirely as we go along. That's why I put a roll to it. You can certainly cunning to be like, that's not quite the way that it's going, and then perceptions will change again. Give it a go. This whole game is fucking each other over. That's the magic of it.
I'm just confused as to how this works, but alright. I don't think it's physically possible for me to beat that. I have a 1 in cunning.
There's gonna have to be beaten by a number because Terry doesn't speak drug foo. But give it a go. If you roll like a fucking shit tier, then yeah, actually she was definitely a tree, and that's weird because tree's meant to be over there, and then you look, and then she isn't there, and there's a tree, an extra tree.
Okay.
No, never mind. Okay, she is a tree, but that tree is in the middle of the boat.
I'm still shooting the boat.
Okay, the boat gets shot. Terry the tree falls into the water.
I'm sorry, I really thought it was just another dimension that we were pulled into.
No, I mean, the reality is the room for two could literally be like, you just go into a room and lock the door and no one can bother you, but you've been playing weird shenanigans and like, alright, sure, this is weird land now. But no, you do.
That's amazing.
It's not as sexy as you were hoping it would be because you wanted to have wet clothing fun times with someone, but no, you're in a dimension of water and there's just a tree floating next to you. At least you can use the tree to keep yourself up because the boat has exploded.
I mean, I wasn't mad at what Merzenia was trying to do. I was just trying to figure it out. No, This is amazing. Now there's a wet tree.
Yeah,
Hang
you now
on.
have a pool
I'm gonna
floaty.
climb up on the wet tree, and then as the hole in the boat, because this is armor-piercing shell, so it's still the boat has a hole in it, and we're sailing down. I'm gonna Jack Sparrow in the beginning of what's it called? Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just gonna stand on top of her, and we're going to go down the river.
All right, so you're being tree-ridden by this person, and now I've got this stopwatch going
Yeah.
here. You're in it for. That was only a couple minutes. 3 more minutes. You still have 7 more minutes of stress.
The tree is going to stop being a real tree. It's going to turn into a tentacle tree.
Okay.
Don't you need to make another test for that though?
Yeah, let's see another cunning.
Yeah, I was hoping Skow would tell me what the test was, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're still trying to play with their perceptions.
If I can't be a true tree, I'm going to slip into a weird sort of tree, do weird things that are like trees, and try to fuck you over, make it so that when you come out of this, you're really fucked over in the ability to be a maid.
You want to try and damage her clothing while she's stressed.
While I'm using it? I'm so confused.
I mean, you can try. All right, and now you don't have to roll. I'll tell you how this goes in a couple minutes. And with the others, so I noticed that Vampire Saven has gone back to the Mistress.
Mm-hmm.
While Pets has gone to the kitchen. Pets, are you going to be cooking dinner?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Would you like to give me a skill test, please? And Saven, what are you doing with the Mistress?
Well,
How
I'm
far
just
about
going to
good?
go tell her that that Terry just attempted to sexually assault me, and I beat her off, literally, not, innuendoly. And now the cards are down. She's just a force of pure evil, and we must get rid of her post-haste. I would like to formally suggest that she be released from her service.
Okay. There is no developed precedent for trying to get the maid fired. The Mistress will consider. I've never had to dismiss a maid before. It'd be a very troublesome situation to be put in the advent of all of this. I will give her until the end of the day to curry some measure of favor, else, indeed, she looks uncomfortable. I may have to be rid of her.
Yes, that will be for the best, and what of her until then? She's still loose somewhere in the manor to wreak all manner of havoc. Should she be restrained?
And then she would be given no opportunity to redeem herself. I will see to her myself soon.
As you will, my lady.
Alright. And yes, while you're saying that, dinner is being cooked. And yes, at last, someone has cooked a proper meal. Holy
Thank
shit.
God.
Holy fucking shit. This poor Mistress is like, I could be losing everything soon. I must marry one of you, and then everything has gone to shit. It is like how so many MAID RPG games go.
But hey, at least I made a good dinner.
You did. And where are you going to serve it?
Oh, the dining room, I think.
Yep. Okay then. You lay out some food in the dining room, and as you're doing so, the Mistress is getting ready to go and fetch said food when there is another knocking at the door. Not just a knocking, everyone nearby can probably hear that it is a large number of people all looking to see to you. At the same time, Mers, your time in gay baby jail is over. Stray needs to run off and attempt to set up some more mischiefs. Once the drug moment is done, you are on the floor a few steps away from her, and you have been so certain that this entire time, like, you've been doing weird tentacle tree things to her and removing all of her clothes, and you find out that all you're doing right now is holding an orange that appears to have rolled under a table at some point and have been slowly peeling it. At the same time, Stray's on the other side of the room and has spilt a cup of water on his head. Like, I dunked us in the boat.
Awesome. All right. That was fun.
Pick somewhere to go. You can't interact with anyone yet. No. You're still stressed.
That was fun. I'll be right back. Hang on. I gotta go over here, and then I've gotta go. Hang on. I'll be right back. Everyone, calm down. I'm over here now.
Okay.
I need to run to my room to get something.
Yep, you are now off doing stress things, and yes, you blink back to reality with a peeled orange in your hands. I mean, that's nice.
Can I use my vampire senses to detect where the mistress is?
Yes, it's hard not to. You can hear that there is a storm of voices outdoors, and a number of the maids all heading towards it. And you end up in the foyer here. The mistress goes to the doors again and sees that there is a whole horde of little mooklings now, and a lot of them are worried and concerned about one of their mysterious maids. There are quite a few descriptions of her with her one creepy beige eye staring into their souls, freaking them all out before disappearing a blink later, and they want something done about this, and they would like something done about this now. And there are a fair number amongst them who look quite scary, and the mistress is like, hang on, we will try to see to all of you, please. Come with me, it'll be fine.
I will make a deliberate effort to tuck the other side of my hair behind my ear and tie it up. And then I will present the orange. What's it?
Yeah, you're peeling an orange at random.
Yes. The thing that I had, I'm sorry. I'm bad with fruits and vegetables.
Fair enough.
I've been in Ireland for a week. I should be really good at these. I'm not now. It's I'll grab a thing that we've had access to, and I'll present it to her and say, Mistress.
Okay, where are you doing this presenting? Sorry, she's attempting to, like, bring a group of people towards the Grand Hall who have arrived and are, shouting and complaining about this beige-eyed vampire who keeps turning up and scaring them all.
Well, I will make certain to have my hair set so both my eyes are visible, and I will just be looking at her. So sure, my eyes are beige, but when I was dealing with them, it was very much one-eyed vampire, scary bitch.
You're gonna try and essentially put up the facade.
Yeah. Try very much to disguise, the horrible and evil plan of killing, 3/4 of them.
Sure, let's see here.
Cunning roll?
Yes, cunning roll, please.
9?
9, alright, and the mistress will do her own. She can't win, but nope, she definitely can't. Okay. She doesn't immediately go like, oh, they definitely mean her. There is plenty of reason to do so. And I'm just going to have this represent a group of villagers that she brings into the Great Hall. Pets, does your maid follow in as well?
Sure.
Cool. Pop yourself in. She will look to the orange and go, we have words that need to be said, but first of all, she looks at these individuals. And then I realize that it is, quote-unquote, dinner time right about now that this interruption has happened, and those candles that you happen to set off are due to start catching some drapes aflame.
Well, yes.
She has a luck of 0, so there is no way that her luck can beat yours.
I'll start slipping out and then send a couple more petitioners in.
Okay. I will give the other maids a chance to try and undo the fuckery that's about to be caused.
All I can
some
roll
things
is
are
luck.
catching. Yes. You'll have to roll an opposing luck. Basically, like, do you notice before this is too fucking late? Because it's way too well hidden for you to notice, but you might spot something catching a flame before it can get out of hand. That is pretty good. Alright, we will need a luck roll from you then, Merce.
7's 12. I cannot beat that. I can hit with a 5.
Okay.
Even I noticed that.
Yeah. Alright, so Terry does get a chance to slip out first and start trying to bring people in. And that's weird and that's strange, and the Mistress is already trying to deal with this handful of people who have come to petition her about this issue. When the two of you notice that something is wrong, more particularly you catch like this flicker in the sides of your eyes and you're like, oh shit, this hall is on fire.
Guys, psychic it out.
Possibly. It is a 15 cunning. You did. Mary Jane did indeed try to warn you all. Also, your stress explosion of mischief is over. At the same time, you have to beat a cunning with probably a will test to psychic the fire out.
I can't do that.
Can I use will to marshal all of the peasants to try and put the fire out?
Okay. Sure. There will be a negative then based on how well Terry manages to shove more dudes in, because she's literally like adding to this chaos, I suppose, that you're trying to take control of here.
Yeah. Well.
Did my stress already end?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
I fail.
Well, I'll come in and big Trumpy Amazon like over here and start throwing people out of my way. No, the cookie says nay.
All right. Let's get an
Athletics.
athletics from you. Yeah, sure.
Nay,
Oh,
I say.
I will be
Get
fucking
out
down.
of my way.
Holy fuck, straight.
All right. So like you see people being like piled into this room by the mischievous Terry, and there's some shouting inside, and you could smell smoke. And it's not the good kind of smoke, the smoke that gets you high. It's the bad kind of smoke that burns your fingers because you've got let it get too close to the tip.
God damn it, this is why I always put a stopper there. Why did I not listen to the wax?
Yep.
The cookie says nay.
But with your attempts at shoveling people out, it is hard to get people to start putting out this fire, but you do get the petitioners out of danger. At the same time, you are now dealing with a burning room. The Mistress, by this point, let's see here.
Fucking teleport her the fuck out.
You can teleport. You can't make other people teleport. It's not said anywhere. But she takes, let's see here, 5 stress damage, which isn't enough to give her a stress explosion, which is surprising. The most stressful thing that happened all day was her getting a bad meal, and now she's in a burning building, and she's like, no, I can handle this. And she will just leave, and she'll be like, I want this fire out now, and I want you to deal with it. I don't care how. And she is just fucking storming out. Luckily, the other door, so she doesn't storm out directly into Terry.
I'm going to try to flee. I'm not going to try to influence her marriage anymore, but the Catholic Church will return to fuck her over in the future.
In next
Amazing.
session of MAID RPG.
Should it happen? Indeed. Shall we then?
Yeah.
Let us see how everyone does in the end with favor, with the attempts to put out the fire. So your attempts at getting people together to do it failed. However, those people were removed. They will not be hurt. You are now dealing with a burning building. What do?
Can I
Roll
use
too high for me to do anything about it?
You can work
So that
together
makes
to
sense,
do
yeah.
jobs piece by piece.
Clearly, I am going to start lugging water with my giant Amazonian muscles.
I will solve this problem by lifting things. Okay then. Roll in athletics.
Oh, goddammit,
what are
not
you guys
again.
going to be doing to try to resolve?
Ah!
Okay,
Alright.
so you got to make up 12 more points between the two of you.
Can I
It
make a
falls on my
luck?
toesies.
Can I make a luck check to say that there is like a water pipe nearby that I can punch through the wall into with my CQC vampire hands?
You have a combat ability that allows you to do harm.
Yep.
Alright, give me a luck. Okay. Between you, you've now got 13. Pets, can you make up the last 2 points?
I can try. I'm going to will it.
How?
Will
All
water
right.
onto the thing.
Okay, you bend the full force of your psychic will. And you fail.
Oh my god, the house burns down. Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
I had to roll higher than a 1.
Why did you
Yeah,
roll
let's
an
do it.
attribute that had a 1 in it?
Wanted to psychic. Was willing to put
Okay,
it on the
so okay, this is how it goes down then. There may
Does
there
the
is
church
not like
win?
I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like this session of MAID RPG will be seeing a continuation. As Alucard's girly little boy hands try desperately to find like pipes of water or something or anything around the room that might help, but no matter where he looks, it just never seems to be enough. And Mary Jane comes in and lugs a great big old heaping bunch of water and puts out some fire, but it's just not enough of the room, and the fire starts spreading again, and then desperately your last maid starts bending all of her psychic will towards it to try and snuff it out like a candle, but nothing happens. The Grand Hall goes up in flames. The Mistress doesn't have a luck score. She can't do anything about the rest of the building starting to catch and burn down. And there's still kind of like an angry mob outside.
Would
And
you like
thus we
me
eloped to
roll
France.
Luck, Skow?
Yeah, roll some luck. If it's enough damage to stress explode the Mistress, this place is fucked. It is enough to stress explode the Mistress,
Fuck.
exactly. 6 drops it to 0.
She's out shopping for a new house.
Yep, we
Yes,
got
that's
shot.
exactly what happened. She looks at this situation, literally says, "Fuck this, I'm going shopping," and lets the mansion burn down behind her as she walks towards the village with her own now sort of reconverted angry mob behind her. The real winner is Mers with 0 favor.
Wow. GG Mers.
He always wins.
That was well played. Well played.
Let's see how this would have gone. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's do some
saving-
final totals.
I'll take the mechanical victory, if not the moral victory here.
You ended with 34 favor.
Fuck yeah, I did.
You absolutely would have won if it wasn't for me fucking
Just
you
fucking
guys over.
super cucking him. You say that, but Pets got 12 plus 10. 2. 39
What?
favor.
Where's
Ow!
that food?
He didn't see. He did the super cleaning of the mistress's bedroom, and is the only person who cooked a real meal the entire fucking day.
Oh my god.
Ah! Ah!
39
Wow.
points
Come
went
from
to
behind.
Pets. A fucking victory from behind, it seems.
Yeah, well done.
And Mary Jane, with your 9 favor for having earned a 1 over the period of being too high to do anything in the first half of day 1, with 14 still unnoticed works lifting things that will not get to ever get scored in because that all burned down. But gained +6 for doing a bunch of good cleaning. You ended with 15 favor.
I came in
You could have,
second
like,
last.
if you'd made it to day 2, then that was still a whole, 14 extra favor that you would have been able to gradually score in, but it didn't get to happen. There was no day 2 for this mansion.
Nope.
Good job, guys.
Well done, everybody.
Congratulations.
Well done.
So, advice for the future: if we're playing a semi-opposed RPG, fuck me over and remove me as soon as possible.
You are the head of this group. We must kill Murs as soon as possible.
Yeah, you started with 0 favor, you ended with 0 favor, and technically you won.